guys are adventuring in the lands of Toivoa. Most recently, we find you guys in the city of Asatoro, here in Shu, as you are on a mission for the House of Flowers, a clandestine organization based in Ivrix that has sent you here for the strange purpose of collecting soup, a special soup from the temple here. You've done some recon, made some contacts, and found out that the soup is not served every day, and that there is a specific kind of fish that you need to collect as part of the soup. So, that's where we pick up, as you guys have successfully performed a long rest, and wake up in the morning, already split the party.
We didn't even have to try. It was easy.
Didn't even have to try.
City. I think that's...
You're in the same city. Yes.
Listen, everybody's just enjoying their vacation.
We're just dispersed out of fireball range. It's a strategy.
Love it.
Everything's great. Everything is going so well. Ms. Javiel and Ms. Calatrix are,
Damn it. Seriously.
doing some incredible...
Starting fresh today, huh?
Listen, gotta lean into that.
Oh, man.
Got to do some good sort of, I guess, bonding is a great word, I think, for that.
So, what exactly would you guys like to do? As we just lost Javiel out of Discord.
No! I said Ms.
Miles just sitting in the... Is there like a waiting room, a dining room, whatever in this inn?
Are you going back into the inn from your stable spot?
I didn't sleep in the stable. I'm not a man.
No,
currently.
Mia's not
That's
a
true.
man.
You're not dressed up as a man. So
number one, I have two things, Eric. I'm going to try to walk downstairs and get to the dining room, whatever. If they have to have some kind of meeting room and get to the meeting room, I'm going to walk across those floorboards. Do I make noise if I don't want to?
Roll a stealth check.
Awesome. Get advantage.
Do it.
It's going to be great.
Sneaky at the effort.
You do not make any noise.
Incredible.
Amazing.
So I've been down there for about an hour or two, just sitting in there, waiting.
So what's the time difference for this place?
As far as
jet lag?
What do we have?
you have
Jet lag?
teleport lag?
Do we have teleport lag? That's my question.
You would experience a slight time difference, yes.
Is it, what time of day does it feel like for Brahmi?
As you get up, it feels like it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
What? How?
Can I?
Like
I'm so sorry I don't mean to derail, but I just noticed something and I gotta confirm it.
Okay.
Does Mayo have new art?
Yeah.
Mayo has new art, yes.
I did new art. I'm sorry, I should have cropped a better square for you, Dustin. I'm sorry.
It looks exactly like I wasn't picturing him.
Dustin tried to make an amazing joke in the art group chat, and I destroyed it.
I loved it. I thought it was hilarious.
It looks so good. Good job.
And for the record, Rami and Bodhi also have new art. They have necklaces now.
Yes, I added the
Ooh,
starfish that
I gotta look at it.
Altair made. It's somewhere.
Oh, I see it in the Discord. Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I just cleaned it up a little. Bodhi's just has like a background now, so and cleaned it up a little. I wanted to make sure his transparent PNG actually worked well for Eric. So.
Yep. Well, he's very transparent as is. He doesn't obfuscate anything.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. So wait, it feels like 2 p.m. for her
Yeah.
She must have had a horrible time trying to sleep last night.
Probably fell asleep real quick.
Or you were just up really late last night.
Oh my gosh. No,
Like
that's
your
right.
time.
They were out really late till like 2 a.m., right?
Body time. Or
Man,
Bodhi
okay.
time.
She wakes up at like way past her normal time just because her body's like, what the fuck? She's never left Yuvri. Her body doesn't know what's going on. She wakes up at probably around 9 a.m.
Okay.
Stunned that there's light outside, like more light than normal. Concerned.
There's less light than normal.
At 9 a.m.
Your body feels like it's 2 p.m. So you would be expecting it to be.
She wakes up when it's dimmer out.
Oh, okay, got it.
So it's like a combination of things. She's feeling out of sorts. So she tries to put herself together and find anyone. But she's alone in her room right now, so she's gonna go try to find somebody.
Okay. As you step out into the hall, the floor creaks.
Of course it does. This floor is so loud. Wow.
All right, so you go down.
Yeah.
Okay, you go down the hall and you find, or do you find, Mio is sitting and doing what?
Waiting. Patiently.
Did they not notice Mio to bring him any food or anything?
No.
Oh, amazing. She's gonna walk past the room that Mio's sitting in twice, and then like, oh my god, I'm sorry. Good morning, kind of. It feels so weird right now.
Good morning. Have you seen the other girls yet? Did they make it home?
I have not. Should I go check their rooms?
Did you? I mean, I didn't hear them come in. I slept with my head against the door like normal and didn't hear anything.
Like normal. Okay, well, if you didn't hear them, I assume they're not in there. She kind of like shuffles in and sits next to Mio. Maybe we should go back to the other place? Do you think?
I don't know. I didn't hear what the plan was yesterday. Were they going to meet us here?
She like turns a bit red and says, I don't remember.
You mean purple?
We're a bit purple. No, you're right. Her skin is blue. So if she goes purpler, it goes, I don't remember, honestly.
Well, we should maybe go collect the boys and then we could head over and see what they're up to.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
So we'll go out to the stables and find the boys.
Okay.
I'm gonna get them a
boys,
team name.
What state are you in at the moment? Because I can tell you what state the donkey is in. And the donkey is currently laying on its back with its legs up in the air, slowly swimming.
Nowhere near it. Altair's nowhere near the donkey.
Nowhere near the donkey?
Yep, nowhere near the Bodhi's. That's Bodhi's job. The party with the donkey. I think he was dancing with a donkey last night. I can't remember. A little fuzzy.
So what is... Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm like there, and there's a... where I slept on my stack of straw is perfectly positioned for the rising sun to just hit me right in the face. So, like, as you walk out, I'm like, oh man, Shua's the worst sun. The rising sun of Shu is awful. I don't like it at all. Hey, what's up, Mio?
Sorry. Nothing. Good morning. Did you sleep? I mean, I guess it's not important that you slept. Either way, we were wondering if we should go find Callie and Mrs. Javier.
You lost them?
I wouldn't say lost. I just don't know their location currently.
Oh yeah, I can relate to that. Yeah, that's not lost.
Yeah.
I hope. Altair, I hope they're still at the place we left him at the son of a gun. I don't have my notes out. Tulip. Sunken tulip.
Yep. The sunken
Too many
tulip.
notebooks. I figure
Will,
we'll go there and see if we can find him.
okay. Do we need to walk in front of you or behind you? How's that going?
What have I noticed where men walk comparatively?
Usually behind.
I think it's best you maybe trail behind us. From what I noticed, it's anywhere between 3 and 5 paces. Head down, chest down.
Okay. Well, keeping my head down is not going to be a problem for the first little while here.
Altair, can you hold up that disguise? Can you blend in?
Yeah, not a problem, dude. It's very cool.
Okay. Rami's coming with us too. She's just making sure the coast is clear. So let's go.
Cool.
Lead the way.
I'll lead him over to the sunken tulip.
All right, cool. As you guys walk along, it's pretty bustling. While everyone's polite and giving you lots of room because you're in charge, no one talks to you. You're just able to glide through the city. Not far. As you walk up, the bouncer has been replaced. A different individual is in front of it. He's about 5'6", slender, and he's got these evil eyebrows that make you feel like he's investigating you or imagining you naked.
Like Spock kind of eyebrows, or
yeah, very pointy, linear eyebrows.
Pointy, linear eyebrows. Incredible.
I nudge Brownie to take the lead.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Okay, hi.
Ooh.
So we are here because we think our friends are still here from last night. So we just wanted to come check on them.
Mistress. Of course.
Okay.
You're more than welcome. Your manservants can remain here unless you wish to torture them within.
Oh, no. They can stay here. I think they're tortured enough as it is.
I'm certain you do an excellent job. If you desire a rental flogging, I can always oblige.
Oh, no. Everything's great. I'm just here to make sure my friends are okay.
I'm sure they're fine, but make yourself at home.
I mean, you guys do flog people here, so I think it's okay for me to check on them. I think that's a normal thing. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm going to head in.
He bows very gracefully and way too far. Like he's almost doing a deep curtsy.
Okay.
As he opens the door for you.
Ooh, that's very flexible. Goodness. Neo, do you want to stay here or do you want to come in with me?
I suppose I'll come in.
Okay, great. Okay,
you guys stay here. And then I rush in. That was super assertive.
That was incredibly assertive. Rami is like eyebrows raised and doesn't say anything but raises her eyebrows at him. I'm sorry.
You walk in and you go over to the room where your friends were.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to ask, what are the friends doing? Calatrix? Mrs. Duran?
You know, I think we were talking about it, Ray and I feel like we're not there anymore.
Oh, okay.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Incredible.
Excellent.
I think that we went and got breakfast together.
Absolutely. Cool. So you walk over and the man who had been there in the chair is currently laying off to the side on a straw mat, asleep.
Okay, they're not here. Do you think they're sleeping like in another room? Would they sleep in this room?
Is there anywhere to sleep in this room?
You look around, you don't see any other beds in here.
We could ask that gentleman, I guess.
We'd have to wake him up. Should I wake him
Okay.
up?
Sure. It's time to get up.
I mean, that's true. I try not to dictate people's awake times, but you're right. It is time to get up.
We're in Shu right now, where women get to decide when men wake up, so
Oh,
we're in charge.
yes, we are in charge. You're so right. All right, let's go. So, Rami does the sort of reverse of kind of what they should be doing. She tiptoes over to him and then kneels down and then gently taps his shoulder. Hey, excuse me.
He wakes up. Yes, mistress. Anything for you, mistress.
No. I'm sorry. You know our friends who were here last night?
Yes, I'll get it back in the chair.
No. Just where are they? No, you're great. You can stay here. You can go back to sleep. I just need
He
to know.
blinks. Oh. They left?
They left?
Yes. They
They're gone,
untied
huh?
me and said that they were done and that the games were played well and they paid me.
Oh, that's great. Did they give you a good tip?
He looks up at you. Well, one of them did.
Oh.
Rami nods. Okay, that's good. Okay, thank you. And you said they just left. Is there another room they would sleep in here?
I don't know.
Oh,
It's the
okay.
nicest room I've been in a month.
Really?
I usually sleep on the street.
What? Oh my gosh. So she goes digging through her pockets and finds two gold pieces, I guess, and she hands them to him. I'm so sorry. You shouldn't have to sleep on the street. That's terrible.
Thank you, mistress. You're very kind.
I mean, they should be paying you this, not this.
He
Jesus
prostrates himself before you
No.
and tries to kiss your feet.
No. You don't need to do that. It's everything. Nope. You're great. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna go. Bye.
What time did they leave?
Oh yeah. Oh sorry.
I don't know. I was asleep.
Okay.
Was last bye. I have to walk out.
We're just very awkwardly back out of the room.
Miss Abigail Duran, if I could give a man a big tip, what kind of woman would I be?
So, Rami, are they here?
Is that all you gave him?
Phrasing?
Phrasing.
She remembers.
Phrasing. Yahtzee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they here? Or did they
I
leave?
don't think so. They must not be here. Okay, let's go
Oh,
outside.
God, I'm so
Outside.
worried.
Outside.
What if Kelly gets
We have to go.
semi-murdered
outside.
again?
Huh?
What?
Did you say something about murder?
What are we talking about?
I don't know what we were
What do you
talking
think?
about.
Yeah, where are they?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's ask the bouncer outside.
Okay.
Maybe he saw them leave. Okay, we got this. Okay, so they leave to confront the
Okay.
bouncer again, who bowed very deeply.
As you come outside, Bodhi and Altar are playing hacky sack while this man looks at them with amazement. He's very interested in this.
Oh, good. That's our boys.
walk out-
They're so
You walk out and
talented.
he gets startled for a moment. I'm sorry, miss. I was simply enjoying looking at their haunches. I hope you found everything you needed.
Hunch?
Oh.
No, actually, we didn't. Our friends aren't here. So, one of them is a lady who is a very large and glorious-looking dragonborn, and the other is a more slender, dark-skinned, dark-haired woman
And
who
terrifying.
looks like she could murder you. So,
Oh, yes. I know her.
okay, all right. But we're looking for them. Do you know which direction they went when they left, and about what time?
Oh, yes, mistress. And he's got his head bowed. He doesn't look at you in the eye. But with a small flourish, he open palm points over into the eastern side of the town. They went in that direction at my recommendation.
Oh, that's
Such an
great.
awkward point.
That way.
What did you recommend to them then?
Oh, there is a place just down the way that sells honey noodles.
Honey noodle. That sounds so good. Like really hungry. Okay, great. Thank you so much. What's the name?
I'm not sure. It's a young lady who has opened a stall there. She calls herself the Peace Bloom.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, great. We will find them. Thank you very much for your assistance. I appreciate it.
Of course. It is just after the bridge.
Thank you. Perfect.
Like, do not cross the bridge, but
Okay.
just past it on the left.
Just don't cross it. Just past it. Okay, I will figure it out. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Alter Bodhi, let's go.
Okay, guys. Thank you. You're doing. What are you doing? You have to teach me how to do this at some point.
Stop being so nice to him. I start snapping at the boys.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, mistress. I'm sorry, mistress.
Then we'll follow where you like limp-wristed pointed the direction we're supposed to go. I hate that.
You hate the limp
Yes,
point.
that way.
I would think that you see that a lot. Just saying.
Yell at this. I'm like, make a choice.
Make it-
It's that way. Follow my finger. It's like that's 5 different directions.
I
so
love that
it's
so much.
past the bridge, but not crossing the bridge.
Right.
As
Got
we
it.
walk, I'm gonna slide back
Okay.
a little bit closer to Bodhi and Altair and just under my breath be like, sorry, I'm so mean, guys. I'm just trying to stay in character. I really still like you guys. Nice. Scurry forward again.
I love him.
I look over at Altair and I'm like, Altair, have you seen Mio around lately?
No, I haven't. I don't know where
I
he
hope
is.
you've just been
I've never
following me,
heard
but
of
someone
this
told me what to
picture.
do.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. We'll just follow these ladies, I guess. There's Brahmi at least.
I'm here. You guys are doing great.
I don't know where Param picked up this clam digger from.
Got him. Dave just disappeared.
Jim needs to get rid of his dictionary. That thing is dangerous, man. I don't think I've ever been a proponent of censorship and book banning, but I think I am at this point. There's one book.
At least Eric for Moby from doing the men's one.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, man.
Okay.
All right. I just
Yes,
follow
we
them
are.
to the bridge. I'm just following the ladies to the bridge.
The funniest thing happened. He believed that I was her mother, which was I've just found to be absolutely hilarious. But you know what they say. I can't rock an aesthetic like this. What kind of woman would I be?
Oh, I hear him. Hear her.
Yep.
Ms.
You hear Miss Javier Duran.
Miss.
Did we cross the bridge
Miss-
yet?
You do not cross the bridge,
Oh, good.
but, or do you? Do you want
No.
to cross the bridge or do you want to go past it?
I will stab someone
We
before I
go
cross
past
that
the
bridge.
He made that so clear. We could not cross the bridge.
Even if we see him on the other side, anyone on the side, we can't cross.
We can't cross. It's not our time. We're not ready.
So yeah,
There
you
they
will
are.
easily find them seated in a very small little cafe. It's not really a cafe, it's just some tables that have been set up at the edge of the street in front of a building.
My
Building is
shadows
not related?
are
Good.
all around us.
Your shadows are all
I
around
put
you?
up- yeah, put those up.
Okay.
Can we
So
see them?
the
Oh, we
cafe looks
definitely hear
dark and
them.
ominous.
Okay. Oh,
But you do hear our voices carrying from within.
oh my gosh. Calatrix? Javier?
Brahmi?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Can she find her way over to them? Through the
Yeah.
shadows?
Brahmi.
Oh, you're
Hi. Oh my gosh. We have been
Nice
looking all
made
over
it.
for you.
Yes,
Well,
we were just enjoying some mood lighting.
It's very moody.
Come sit down. Have you eaten your breakfast yet?
No, I'm so hungry actually.
Well, you are going to be amazed with what we found.
Oh
And
my
I-
gosh.
Neo standing in with the shadows.
Can we navigate through the shadows to them?
Yeah,
All it does is dim it. It doesn't like it's not a wall of shadows.
it's not darkness, it's just dimness.
From the darkness.
Neo is directly standing in the dimness.
He's down with the dimness.
Down with the dimness. Oh, we should get the boys something to eat. How does that work here? Can they just sit with us?
Well, if you'll recall, I did bring my trusty chest of preserving, so readily made meals, all ready to go. Something that I did spend hours on prior to this, yes.
Would you rather us eat that than eat here?
Well,
Rami, absolutely not. You must try some of these noodles. And
What if
well, you can start with those ones if you like. And I'm gonna
Okay.
push over like a small bowl of clearly like honeyed, like they smell very sweet. But following that one up, I've got another one that I'm just waiting to put in your mouth.
okay,
It's got-
I'm
the
The one that
excited.
It's got like
the one she's
red
waiting to
flecks
put into
on
your mouth.
top.
Yeah, it's got little orange flecks, and you see walnuts in the second bowl.
Oh,
So
that
good.
looks yummy.
But absolutely, try this one first.
Are those nuts?
I think. Yes.
I don't have any allergies, so we don't need to worry about that. Great. Wait, we should get the boys settled. They can sit with us, right? There's shadows everywhere.
They can sit near us. The
Are there any men in here?
No,
I've asked that question more times than you'd think.
Are there any men here? No? Okay.
no. This is a fairly fancy pop-up restaurant, and the men that you see that are related to the patrons are off to the side, sitting next to the building, sharing sake and white rice.
and now a cooler.
That's ridiculous. Can they just sit here with us? Do we have pillows? Can they just sit on little pillows?
no,
and give
not
them
not
food?
on pillow.
Is that a
Are you
bad
going to
idea?
invite the men to sit at the
Mhm.
table, Brahmi?
No.
No, she's not. But because we do have business to discuss, let them sit a short distance away where they can hear us, and give them the cooler.
Are there sitting pillows that we grab?
There are not sitting pillows, Brahmi. There is ground.
It's just the ground. Okay. She goes over to Altair and Bodhi.
Oh,
Okay, listen.
He literally grew up in the garden. I don't know what she's worried about.
I'm not. It just seems very weird. Okay, you guys are gonna have to sit on the ground. I hope that's okay. I'm sorry. We'll make it up to you when we get back. But I'll get you food and alcohol. Does that sound like a good
Odie's
deal?
already sitting on the ground eating
Great.
pork.
In like the middle of the street.
Just like meandered. Okay, great. I'm so glad this worked out. Cool.
He's
Sorry,
sharing his
guys.
gorp with
Altair?
Altair.
Yeah. As you guys are sitting there sharing your gorp, 2 bowls of these fancy noodles appeared in front of you. You don't know where they came from.
Well, this is pretty cool. I wish it happened all the time. Just food just appear. See that, Brody?
So-
It was cool.
I'm like looking. I'm like there, like with a pouch full of gorp that I have in front of his face, thinking, "Man, I thought I made the food just appear, but okay." All right,
Job,
All
Bodhi.
right.
all right, all right.
Brahmi wants to try these honey noodles.
They're delicious.
Oh no.
If you've never had these, this is actually a thing you can make, and they are very good.
Oh dear. I'm gonna want
You like those,
more of
Brahmi,
these in the future. Yes, they're delicious.
aren't they? They make a variety of different sauces and styles. Would you like to try these ones?
Sure.
I'll trade.
Yeah,
dishes with her.
the second bowl is cinnamon honey with walnuts over the noodles.
Oh dear, this one's even better.
I'm going
This is
to
so good.
just feed her recommendations that lull her into a false sense of security.
Sure.
Perfect. She's down. She's trying everything, and she's going, Abiel, can you learn how to make these good?
Brahmi, if you think that I don't know how to create such fine dishes such as these,
What kind of... She's like leaning in, waiting for him to finish.
no, that's it. That's
Okay. Brahmi looks unsettled. Okay.
The last set that you are given, Brahmi, is pickles with water chestnuts.
Oh, wow, that sounds so good. Okay. Great. Oh, she tries it right away. No hesitation.
Yeah.
She's down.
It is the most spicy thing you've ever put in your mouth.
Oh, no!
Absolutely.
You
You didn't notice the Thai peppers.
Of course not. She like has it in her mouth for a second, and then she like swallows it.
Not gonna do the dog thing.
We're at a fancy
Do
restaurant.
my dog things, and they just kind of like just let it slide off their tongue onto the floor.
She struggles.
Goodness,
She
mommy.
swallows her mouthful, and it was like not a small mouthful. It was like a normal size mouthful because she was like full on trying everything.
I did not know that you weren't partaking, nicely to spicy foods. You remind me much of some of the men we met last night, wouldn't you say, Calico?
What are you saying? That's
We were engaging in some nail-biting activities, shall we say.
interesting.
Someone was biting them.
That was very spicy, and I like spicy things. That was
Would you
a
like
little
some
hotter than the
fresh
normal
They
hot.
say that you can use those peppers as a poison.
Why would you poison me? She looks really hurt.
Obviously, over noodles in this context, it is not a poison.
Okay.
You can refine these peppers into a poison that will cause a person to scald themselves on the inside of their throat and esophagus.
Okay,
And,
but why would you feed them to me?
Well, I thought you might like them.
Okay. That you're I'm sorry. I shouldn't have I shouldn't have assumed that you were trying to tease me. But
Rami, would I tease you? Please.
you do sometimes.
first
but
thing
it's
in the
always
morning.
good-natured. It is first thing in the morning, and
What
I
time
would
is it?
never tease you first thing in the morning.
it's like 10. It
By
has
this
to be
point, it's 10 a.m. Yeah.
Well, if you wouldn't
First
mind
thing in the
passing
morning,
those
10
over
a.m.
here.
What would you like?
Oh,
Which one?
that spicy food right there, please.
Oh, yes, here you go. You want to try it? So, but isn't the point of poison to be subtle? This would not be subtle at all. This would be painful.
Well, I'm just gonna do a quick look because we are not inside our house right now.
True.
Are we
Oh,
being
shit.
are we being observed? Are we close enough that our
No.
conversation could be heard?
No, this is one of those places, as a city, that discretion is very important. It is rude to eavesdrop. It is rude to listen in on other people's conversations. You are actively being ignored.
Oh, nice.
And I will only lower my voice just subtly so.
Okay,
And
so
remind Brahmi that there are many uses for poison. And
Okay.
sometimes subtlety is important, but also sometimes making a statement or a truly horrible and visceral death is what's required.
She looks a little like unhungry now. Okay.
Well, you have eaten a lot. Maybe you're full.
Well, it's true.
I
It is a
mean, I'm
poison.
definitely full now.
At lower doses, such thing can serve to be a medication. In fact, we Dragonborn often provide our youth with, well, very spicy materials such as these, should they fail to produce a flame early on in, well, life.
Oh, really? I did not know
Oh,
that.
that's really interesting.
Watch this. And she shoves a pepper in her mouth, and then she, like, bellows out a small, fiery, like, cusp. It's not like a full breath, but just like a, like a quick eruption of it. And the color changes to like a greenish color because of the spiciness of the peppers and the enzymes in them.
Oh, it smells wonderful. Can I just say?
Wow.
Have you ever seen a color show or a fire breathing show? Usually they stay in the closet all year, and one particular part of the year they come out of the closet and perform.
And
I
show
It's
off
all
all
that
of their
red,
bright
white, and
colors.
green, right?
I saw a man on fire once. Does that count?
Was it?
Oh, was that me? I apologize. I
And,
don't always
Cat-
give my opponents a fiery death, but sometimes it's necessary.
Is that what you mean by fire breather? Never mind.
Sometimes, Mia, as a performance, a total body immolation is observed.
For fun?
Must be a cultural
Huh?
thing.
Is that what you mean
Well-
by when you always say you like I'm hot and ready?
That is almost what I mean.
I wouldn't call that ready. I mean, ready for what, am I right?
Yeah,
Speaking of ready, are we discussing our
Oh yes.
our gardening plans, our vacation here?
What did you guys find out?
Who are you looking at?
There was a lot of
He's
silence.
looking at.
oh, we're looking
Yours-
at Mio first because Mio is obviously the
Everyone's
one that does
looking
his
at everyone
homework at the
else.
group project.
Right.
Is it appropriate here? Should I wait? Should we wait? Should we wait till we get back?
Please,
need
it's perfectly
survival?
fine.
Okay, if you think so. So Mio reaches under his. What is that? He changes the kimono. That's what we're wearing here, right?
Sure, yeah.
Reaching at my.
I'm wearing a
kimono
burlap sack.
Yeah.
and- He yells at- I'm wearing burlap.
I'll wear just the plain clothes that you gave me earlier.
So I'm gonna pull out of my kimono. I'm gonna pull out 3 manila envelopes and a map.
Nice.
I'll put those in Discord.
Awesome.
Let's see here. I don't remember how to use.
Oh my god.
So I slide them onto the table. So I took the initiative and created these for us.
Oh my god. These
Wow.
are so good.
So there are 3 different versions for the heist. I'm not sure which one you'd like to go with. I can explain them all, but do you think the boys should be? The boys can figure out their part. I think they'll be fine.
Can they
And then I
hear us?
also spent some time at the temple and made this.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry
God.
about the crudity of it. It's I'm. What kind of man would I be if I couldn't? Woman, if I did the best I could.
This is really
That was
great.
excellent.
I look forward to seeing how close to scale you got.
Not very.
That's okay.
It was pretty dark. I had to do it by moonlight, and the
Mm.
ink wasn't going well. It's kind of sticky. I don't know. It's humid here or something. I don't know.
It's one of
I'm-
those skills that requires practice.
Yeah, you know what you say. Practice makes permanent.
perfect?
I do say that.
No,
No,
not
it's
perfect.
permanent.
Permanent.
If you
okay.
practice incorrectly, you will reinforce bad
Leg
habits.
fractures. Understood.
Wow.
So would you like to go into the details? I mean, they're pretty standard.
Let us
operations.
start with. Does it say hole in the garden?
Mole in the garden.
Mole.
Mole in the garden?
Yeah. Yes. Mole in the garden.
Let's start with that.
Okay. I've never led a mission briefing before. So I'll try my best. So, mole in the garden. Well, we'll take the 6 of us. 2 of us will play handlers. I believe myself and Bodhi best suited for that. Altair will be the mole. Brahmi will be the ego, and then Calatrix and Javiel, you guys can play the Harlequins. So what happens is the handlers come into the garden or the temple with a group of animals in cages, different chickens and birds and bats and that kind of animals that will tend to be rumpus when they're let out of the cage, and we'll enter and have a special mole and eagle in there. The mole and eagle will be played by Altair and Brahmi in different forms. So hopefully we can get them changed into those. At some point, the Harlequins will knock over the cages, having the animals dispersed and cause chaos throughout the entire temple. While that's happening, the mole, played by Brahmi, will acquire the bull, and then the eagle will grab the mole and skedaddle from them. They'll have no idea that those 2 animals were actually people. And they'll know the bull's gone, but they won't know what happened, and hopefully we can get scot-free. This idea came from when I overheard a traveler from Reston once inside Iverix about something happened where a caravan traveler accidentally collided with a cage full of chickens, and major chaos ensued. Something about a rabbit and a chicken got into a death match, and an old man had a stroke. And during all the chaos, a beautiful redheaded woman was kidnapped. So it's kind of like kidnapping the redheaded woman. I couldn't hear it very well. I was in a different room.
Take your inspiration. Just think it.
Bonus points for inducing a stroke in one of the people in the temple.
It sounds like he was really old and crazy, so it wasn't a huge loss. Surely he just came back from the brink of death, from what I heard.
Wow.
So to get this,
Javiel's not in on the joke, but this is the start of the last campaign.
So what we need to accomplish this one, we need to find animals in cages, and we'd have to find a way to polymorph the Brahmi and Altair into different animals, so they can do the acquire the goods.
I don't know how to polymorph. So we definitely would have some way to do that.
I mean, it's possibilities. We might have to find help.
Okay.
Do we need to read that out loud? So.
Yeah, let's go ahead and just have that come out, please. Bodhi.
Whoa, Altair, can you believe it, man? I think Mia was holding out on us last night, because listen to this plan. He sounds like he's high right now. No wonder he wasn't with anyone.
Dude,
It's got like a secret stash.
I want to know where
This
he's got
is
his
it.
stash at.
Right now, it looks like a huge bust. That's all it is. It's just full
You know,
of
I feel like
plans and papers.
maybe you know, it might not be that Mio's hard to notice. Maybe he just like elevates to like the next plane of consciousness so often. Like he's just a avid drug user, and he's just on a different wavelength than everybody else.
Elevates to the next level of consciousness. He's using
Yeah, this
drugs.
is like-
Got it.
This type of shit that happens when you listen to binaural beats for 90 hours. in a
Oh,
row.
dude.
It's different.
Oh.
Built different.
I have a brother who is into this stuff and binaural beats. Oh man, too close to home.
Yeah. At first I was thinking, binaural Bodhi, but nah, man. He is the sleeper agent.
This is a complex and rather well thought out plan for the heist itself. Are the other two plans also specifically heist maneuvers?
Yes. Well, Emerald Poppy is kind of. It's a version of a heist.
I do want to hear the other two as well. Just before that, do we know that they have what was it in this?
A bowl of soup.
Sorry, what? Well, actually, yeah. I was wondering what the code word was in Bowl in the Garden.
Let me flip to that page. I believe I said it was the seeds.
All right.
Acquired.
The beautiful redhead. What? I just want to clarify. Do we know when the bowl of seeds will be available?
Actually, was it there when I was there last night, Eric? Was it?
It was not.
Okay. I'm assuming it's on the altar is all I assumed, but I don't actually know.
That's
Well-
information that you have not acquired yet.
The boys might know about that. The boys might know about that.
Then let's discreetly ask them. I'm gonna use message.
The boys.
Just my voice appears between the two of them.
Yeah, that's not going to freak Bodhi out.
I do this a lot. It's how I prefer to talk to them when I don't want to leave the room.
And I hear voices all the time, Eric. That wouldn't mess me up at all.
This one's
That's
familiar.
I'm
Fair enough.
offended that you would think I'd be offended.
Mio seems to think that you two might have executed some successful recon yesterday.
Yeah, we went to a blacksmith shop and Altar got a knife.
Oh dear.
And successful. Would you
Yeah,
like to
it's a
elaborate
pretty s-
before we continue
pretty
with
sweet
Mio's
knife.
plans?
Do you want to go show her your knife, Altair?
No, sit there.
Alright. Yeah. We also met a guy, traded some, we just did some basic bartering like we do in the factory. He gave me some of his weed. I gave him some of my weed. That's what we were trying out last night. That was pretty successful. We
Well
walked
done.
all around the town. Met some ninjas.
Oh,
Talked
ninjas.
about soup.
Oh,
Uh,
oh.
what else did we do, Altair? Like that was about it. Had a rave. We had a party. You guys weren't around, but Ash showed up. It was pretty cool.
No. Can you tell us more about the soup?
Rami would like to know more about the soup.
Yeah. Well, Altair, what about the soup, man?
Yeah, we went up to the temple and we found out they don't serve soup every day. It's like every once in a while. We got this information right from the cook.
Oh, what? You spoke to the cook?
Yeah, why wouldn't we?
That's great. Did you find out when they cook the soup?
No, I think we have to bring them back a fish and then he'll tell us when they're going to make the soup.
Oh, really?
Yeah, some exotic fish.
Oh, so the fish that's in the soup. He wants the fish that's in the soup?
Yeah, fish soup. You've never heard of fish soup?
Yeah, that's what we're here for.
Abiel,
We're here for the...
Miss Abiel's made it several times, I bet.
I know, but we need the temples, the specific suit they sent us to get, right?
Those made it simple. It's given to simple people.
I mean, it's a very specific suit we're supposed to get.
But that is excellent work and
That
a
is
lot of good
excellent work.
initiative.
It's so good.
I really appreciate that the two of you are playing to your strengths and making connections as soon as we landed. Well done. I look forward to seeing how you're able to follow up with those.
Is that about right, Brody? Dude?
Yeah. All right. Thanks. You sure you don't want to see that knife that Altar got? It's a pretty good move.
I look forward to seeing it at another time.
All right. It's a date. You and Altar will go on a knife date.
Okay. Sure.
She's like,
All right. In that case, I'm very curious to know about Emerald Poppy.
So Emerald Poppy is based on a mummer's tale that I once saw about a woman who was transported to a different place, and the whole party fell asleep. But what the plan is we have 4 farmers and 2 delivery boys, and the 4 farmers all use the spell sleep to cast a poppy field that basically renders everybody inside the temple asleep. And then the 2 delivery boys rush in, grab the goods, and GTFO. That's short for get the fuck out. Maybe you didn't know.
I did know. Thank you. I'm very interested in this. Do we have a line, perhaps through our boys? Do we have a line on how to get a significant amount of restful drugs?
Oh, I thought the use of magic would work better.
Magic is also an option.
I believe there's 4 of us that can cast that spell, and if we all prepare it at one time, then cast it, and then quickly cast it another succession right afterwards, maybe we could get everybody. There was a total of 10 people there when I was there that evening, and I didn't really do the math, but maybe that'd be enough.
10 people.
There was, I believe, 8 guards and 2 other people. Priests, maybe.
I don't. Who knows the spell?
Well, perhaps we could purchase. How do you learn new spells? Can you just buy them?
I get.
She has to go give
my...
donations to a temple.
I don't give donations. I just pray.
Well, we're lucky that we're going to a temple then, right?
I am. I don't know that. I know silence. I can cast silence.
I mean, that's kind of like sleep for your ears.
It's kind of like sleep for your ears. I also have fog cloud. I could.
That's kind of like sleep for your eyes. That's good too.
Yeah. So, but I can't physically put people in that space that I can do that with is only like 20.
So we can table that one. That's okay.
Yeah.
I
Wasn't
think
a
it
good
has.
plan.
It might be a good plan depending on the situation that we find ourselves in.
Okay, and just remember.
We will not be relying on you, Brownie.
Okay,
Don't worry.
I can only do one at a time, so I can't.
One
do
at a
both.
time.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just a little worried.
No, I remember in my days trying to balance multiple spells. It can be tricky.
Yeah. Oh,
On
but I
to
think it's a great plan. Yeah.
What did you write here?
I think it's Rapatootie. I don't know. I don't really know.
Rapatootie.
I heard it in the kitchens once.
Oh.
You
So
heard
this one-
rat patootie in the kitchen. Sorry, which kitchen? Not our kitchen.
Not the one here in Shu. No, the one back in Everett.
Sorry, you heard rat patootie in the kitchen.
Well, I wasn't in the kitchen.
Oh, Javier.
No, not.
I beg your pardon. Are you referring to the cuisine known as ratatouille?
Possibly. I don't know. I've never eaten anything fancy.
If I find out this is, what's her face? Who's the elf at home?
The elf. Who's that elf?
Oh, you're talking about
Our-
Cecily
our-
Wish?
Cecily.
Yeah, our full sister, Cecily Wish. If I find out this is Cecily talking to some rat friends that she brought into our kitchen
Do you
and
not
giving
like
them
rats?
cute names.
I mean, I didn't hear it
Also-
well. It was hard to hear. I was up in the floorboards in the crawl space. So
Also, Mio, you eat fancy food all the time. Javier makes.
yeah, but Javier was,
Respectfully, Cecily's hair quite is very much nest-like, wouldn't you agree?
yes.
I would,
Ooh.
actually. Yeah.
That's some spice from Javier. My goodness.
Perhaps we might
Damn.
establish some more rules for the kitchen, as it were. Who should be in it and doing the cooking, shall we say?
I would like to reiterate.
For everyone's peace of mind, of course. No other
I would like
reason.
to reiterate that I was not actually in the kitchen.
Uh-huh.
Establishing healthy boundaries and expectations is the hallmark of any relationship, really.
Of course, yes.
Rat
I'm going to just shut up while lightning strikes somewhere on the West Coast.
I actually love that we haven't even gotten past the name of this plan yet.
It actually works better now too because we can skip a step because the boys already have an in with the kitchen because
Oh,
we
great.
need again another 6-person operation. Pardon me.
Mhm.
It takes 2 dandelions, which I think the boys are handling that well, and then myself be the prumer, Brahmi will be the nightingale, Calatrix the florist, and Javier the carnation. What happens is the 4 of us minus the dandelions will enter and take normal positions within the tempo.
Mhm.
Javier, do you need something?
Just a brilliant touch, I'm sorry.
I said, pardon me, each person.
Yeah, wow. I'm inspired. I feel inspired by your actions.
So the 4 of us will enter and take established positions, just being tourists or visitors, whatever, and then the dandelions will come in dressed as kitchen crew, and they'll be coming around moving as if they work there, and they will cause a commotion. Maybe they start a fire or make a great spill, or I mean, we can just let them do whatever. It'll probably work. As they cause a commotion, they'll pull in guards and servants. Everything will get pulled to them, and then we'll do a secondary diversion where Brahmi the nightingale will faint or have some kind of medical ailment that will directly interfere with whoever's closest to the bull, and then while that's happening, Javier the carnation will come over and help and berate anyone else left over. And while that's happening, I'll try to do a switch between the real bull and a dupe and take that and hand it off to Calatrix, and she'll exit, and there'll be one soup lower without even knowing it.
Yeah, that sounds actually kind of similar to the first one, wasn't it?
It is, but it does not involve animals.
That's true. Fewer props.
Fewer
I got it.
props, fewer polymorph spells.
Less magic, more direct danger because we are actually
Hmm.
putting it in there.
Yes, as we are prioritizing keeping our identities obscured, I think.
But
The
these
first
missions
one
are all
is,
probably stupid because you probably got better information, know what to do more than I do, Calatrix. So you probably got information that will go with your plan.
information.
Last night with the interrogation.
That's not what that was.
Robbie looks really awkward.
But you always say when they're screaming, they give you everything they want.
They definitely did.
I don't know if it was.
It just happens that the things I wanted last night were unrelated. So
I think those plans were so good, Mia. You're very good at coming up with plans.
Peacekeeper. I mean, this is, of course, unless there's some other information that we can build up. It sounds like the Altair and Bodhi have an inn inside the temple. Maybe they can discover more. I never saw the soup. I assumed it's just on the altar in the middle.
that does seem to be the sticking point of all of these plans.
We could
Maybe
try
we'll
the Fabergé egg, where they somehow become very trusted within the kitchen and are trusted to serve the soup, but instead of serving it, they serve a dupe, and we take it before it's even out there.
Is there only going to be one soup, or does it get served to everyone?
I look at
We
Caltrix.
don't know. We don't even know what it's called. Which makes
Maybe
it.
we need to.
No, we do.
We do?
Yeah, it's I believe it's Sil, right? That's like usil soup or something like that. Sorry, I meant to ask that thing. Right? It's like the soup to usil or usil soup or something, right?
Yep, it's the soup of usil.
There it is. Yeah.
That's just
guess-
the town we're in, though. Like,
No,
Not
that's
town.
the name
Usil
of the
is the
god.
sun god. Yeah, Usil is the
Oh, yeah.
sun god.
Temple.
You're in the town of Esatoro.
Yes. I think if we can find out a little bit more about the Temple of traditions, maybe we can find out how much of the soup is made, if we could even get away with them. There might be a chance there's only one bowl, which means we have to take it and they're going to know. But if there's a lot of bowls, then we can probably get away with it.
I know this is slightly off topic. Have you ever been here before, Caltrix?
not here.
Are you known here at all?
No.
No or
Well,
no?
Well, I'm known. My name is known by some people.
Because we could use your celebrity maybe to get in there. You could have like a personal meeting with the soup or something. I don't know.
Given what my name is linked to, I might not have. Unless the Temple of Usil is into much different things that I'm aware of, which they could
I
be.
think it would. Yeah, it would go very much along the lines of, under threat of death, please allow me access to soup. That's probably exactly how you would take that.
That would be playing Scorched Earth.
They might even take it a bit further with under threat of death, allow me in so that I can murder someone in particular.
Well,
We
Brahmi,
just asked
you're a
for
cleric.
Yes.
Perhaps we might take a trip to this temple in more the time in which it's open for visitors, if you catch my drift.
Yeah, I would really like to. I think a cleric of a different god, maybe having interests. I think that's sort of a polite exchange. And from what I understand, not a cruel god by any means. So I think they would be fairly welcoming if my memory is correct. But I guess we'll have to see unless we want to do more research before that.
Do you know what kind of offerings they make to Usil?
I will have to roll a religion check, I guess. For that.
Yes, please.
Yeah, because I don't know if that's I think Brahmi only knows like pretty vague.
Thank you
stuff.
for your number 2.
Oh, it's a 2? Oh,
That's a 1.
that's actually a 1.
Wow.
She
Yeah.
has no idea. Her idea, her knowledge of Usil comes from just being like, oh, Usil's pretty chill. You know, we have the nature gods and then the sun god, and that's pretty chill. And so that's her vibe.
How does Brahmi
As
actually
the-
pronounce his name?
As oh,
Usil?
You guys should do it right.
It's right. It doesn't have an
As
accident. Huh?
Brahmi describes like the most generic chillness of Uso. Can I
Yeah.
make eye contact with Altair?
Uh huh.
Are you paying attention?
What do I remember, Eric?
Damn it! Fuck you! How do you have a fun private religion? What?
Last night we got scouted everywhere. We walked through the whole town.
Incredible.
Apparently,
We didn't
Altair,
just go to
got
a
so high he met Usil.
Yeah, but we didn't just go to a BDSM dungeon. We had our eyes on the prize. We had our eyes on the prize.
Right, eyes on the prize, Brody. You got it, dude.
Incredible. Okay, tell us everything.
I'm gonna send a message to Altair so that he can respond.
Okay. So you send the message to Altair so that he can respond to you about this. And I'm going to send Altair what he saw when he was there.
I told you she's gonna want to see your knife, Altair.
Yeah.
Shut up.
This is what happens when you put all your stats in charisma.
That's so real.
You were not paying attention to the lore.
No, it was not. And she had
There you go.
volleyball practice later that day.
She had volleyball practice.
She had volleyball practice after class, and she was really focused on that because the finals were coming.
Was this
But
when
we
we were
know it was
To
beach
focus on
volleyball,
team
right?
confusion.
Of course,
Are
it was
we
beach
playing volleyball
Is there
like
any
under
other
the
kind?
water? Underwater volleyball. That's exactly what I was talking about.
No, water polo actually, which was actually played in the water, but she
With
played a lot of
seahorses.
sports. She was varsity level on a lot. Anyways,
Do Tritons use seahorses for water polo?
are seahorses large
they're
enough
too
to
little.
carry tritons? That's up to you, Eric.
We'll
You
say
should
yes.
ride on like
All right, then yeah. I'm sure they do.
I would be afraid of breaking one.
Breaking a seahorse?
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
so
they're
delicate
fragile.
looking.
Maybe they're a
Hey, what?
hippocampus.
Like
Maybe they're a hippocampus.
there you go. Play on a hippocampus.
That makes water polo. There you go.
It's a
On
rough and
horses.
tumble sport.
Yeah.
So much less violent than the real water polo. Got it.
They use magic though and like squirt jets at each other and stuff.
Ah. The spitting is magical. Got it.
It is when you can do it with the force of a fire hose.
All right, so there you go, Altair.
Okay. I'm still waiting for Caltrix.
What's the
Oh,
message
yeah,
you send to
so-
Altair?
Yes, Brahmi is just going on in the most general terms about how cool and chill Uso is.
I
I want to make eye contact
Yeah.
with Altair and just send a That's it.
Just a You get a blank look back. He doesn't understand.
It has not been paying attention to the conversation. This is why you can't sit the two troublemakers next to each other.
Well, yeah, they
To be fair, they are at the kitty table.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
They were serving
I'm
the sun god, so
I'm gonna-
they were serving all kinds of things that were, grown under or from under the sun, like fruits and vegetables and fresh meat, cooked dishes, all stuff that would have been grown, in the wild or even in a garden. This is the only thing that they're eating here, and they're serving it up in the temple.
Well,
Oh,
that is good to know. Oh, did you hear that, Brahmi?
yes. Oh, that's really interesting. I didn't know
Altair
that.
was sharing his homework with us.
Oh, do you happen to know? Did you happen to find out about anything about the ritual associated with the soup.
Can we roll again, Eric?
Yes, please. Yep. All right. Here we go. Do-do-do. Here you go.
All right, give me a minute. Ooh, okay. So, as I understand it, it's called sunfish soup, and it only happens on Wednesday. And today's Tuesday. But the bad thing is, after they make the soup, they only take one bowl from it, and they turn around and take the rest of it and they pour it in the garden.
But Altair, you forgot gumbo's on Friday.
Yeah, gumbo's on Friday. Sunfish
Ah.
soup is on Wednesday, and today is Tuesday.
Oh, so it's tomorrow. Do you know what time? I guess noon would be the most appropriate time, like the
Yes,
highest
it'd probably
point
be
of the
around
sun.
noon where the sun's the highest to hit the garden and the ground where they're going to pour what's left of the soup from that's left over from the one bowl. They take one bowl out,
Okay.
so
Can
that's
I-
probably the bowl that we need to get.
Yeah, can we do
So-
like a check to make sure that that's the case? We want the one bowl, not a bowl of soup.
I believe they said we didn't have to have the specific bowl, right?
I'm pretty
Correct.
sure. And
But they
just need
wanted
to
the
have-
bowl.
They want the bowl itself, like the actual hardware. But they also want the contents of the bowl. So
They want
up
both.
to you how you guys want to do that. Yeah.
Okay.
But getting soup from like before it went in the garden, that wouldn't be the bowl of soup. Because there's only one bowl of soup.
I think it would count because it would be the soup, and then after we could get the soup, and then we could get the hardware afterwards, after the ceremony's over, and then just combine the two behind the scenes, right?
I want to clarify because we never figured because we weren't told exactly why they want it. I'm trying to figure out if the goal is to like take away the offering or just make off with some ingredients because someone totally wants to drink it.
Mm,
Roll an insight check, please, Calatrix.
Fantastic. I just updated my character sheet and I have
yay!
expertise in that now.
Nice.
Nice.
Uh,
Heck yeah.
Cool. So it's you're 9.
Not at all.
Yeah, I missed a button to tell her to get guidance.
I thought you told us that they're trying to serve it to someone, Eric.
I did.
They did say that.
So that
Yeah.
seems to me that we need to get them a bowl of soup, not
don't think-
soup that's been in a garden.
No.
I did.
But the-
Oh,
sorry.
no, I'm just. It's fine. I just meant whether we have to get the bowl of soup that is meant to be the offering, thus taking away an offering from a temple, or if the proper the proper dish and the contents is the point.
They don't really care about the offering being taken. What they want is they want the soup to be presented to someone in the Pearl Sanctuary.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel better about that. That leaves a
And that
few more
is
options.
that is something that Dreamshade did inform you guys about. I think you missed that session. I think you were in Minnesota.
That could have happened.
Maybe if Bodhi and Altair know the cook, if they could be the ones to bring this to the garden, if it's not a ritual in the garden, maybe they could like steal some soup before they take the rest of the soup out to the garden. And then that's the soup we get.
What if we poison the chef and then Altair and Bodhi step in?
He needs to
And-
make the soup first, right?
We just need the recipe, right? He can tell you the recipe, right, guys?
I think we need the soup itself that he makes.
Actually,
I mean, we should. If he's
chef?
offering the recipe, we could also grab that.
I just need to be super clear here. Are we talking about kidnapping the chef and having him make soup for us?
That could work.
Theoretically,
Interesting plan.
that could work.
That's the Mr. Bean heist.
Who's Mr. Bean though?
The chef,
What?
obviously, the person who makes the beans, and then
Oh,
we
okay.
get him to a location where we could apply pressure. Apparently, Galatrix knows one of those places, and Mr. Javier. And do you think he'd be willing to talk, Altair, Bodhi?
Well, he can't really talk because his tongue has been chopped out.
I forgot. No, I forgot.
But also, we
there, you
can't.
didn't know.
Like, I don't really pay attention to plans or dream shade. But I know she did tell us that we're not supposed to let them know that we stole the soup. So I think
Right.
maybe what we should do is come up with a plan that's not very showy and steal some soup.
Okay. So, all right.
Me and Altair could go and talk to him again today and see what's going on if he makes a soup, because Maya's map didn't even show the kitchen.
I don't know
It's in-
where. It's in probably one of the buildings, right?
No, it's
Or the
in the
garden.
back.
It's
It's
back.
way in the
Cave,
back.
dude. It's
There's a
cave.
garden?
Yeah, there's a cave in the back, and it was
No
off
shit.
and it's kind of off your map. It's almost like me and Altair went somewhere that the GM wasn't planning on, and he just said there was a cave in the back of the map.
Hey, do you think preserve and become as much as you can a known presence in the kitchen? And I do like Javiela's idea, to visit the temple with
Mrs.
Brahmi
Duran
as
was
a Mrs. Duran. Your idea to have Brahmi approach us as a cleric, I think, is a very good one. Do you have any ideas, Mrs. Duran, on the best way to preserve and transport a soup?
Well, I do happen to have this chest of preserving right here, carrying with time, which actually does a marvelous job of all of the meals that I spent hours embarked on this journey to perfectly fresh for consumption. In fact, I'd consider it one of my, how would you say, fields of expertise. Concerns. Items.
Then I think we'll be relying on you, Mrs. Duran,
But
for
the
that
other
aspect
thing-
of the plan.
If I couldn't handle the simple soup transportation, what kind of man would I be? Woman, I apologize.
Certainly
what-
not one that can eat hot peppers.
And then the cool thing, we should just steal it tomorrow, because they're not even gonna come find us until like Friday, man. So like we can just chill. So let's just steal the soup, because we've been working pretty hard. And we can just chill out for 2 days, and they'll come pick us up, and we'll deliver the soup.
All the more important for us to be as low key as possible.
I do not disagree. This is a wonderful opportunity for all of you to experience a new culture
Okay,
and
so no
practice being low key.
practice being low key, which I feel like I could use the practice. Altair and Dee, when you go to the kitchen, you try to figure out who dumps the soup in the garden.
Or become that person.
Mm-hmm. If you can become the person who dumps the garden.
Yeah, that could work if me or Brody could be that, and then as we're taking it, go behind something, take a quick scoop of it out, and taking it onward, and then pour it out. Yeah, I bet it's probably a big thing, a big to-do thing, to pour it in a garden because it's a sacrificial type thing. So I figured there'd be some priests and stuff around. So
it might be good to maybe do it before it leaves the kitchen. Then.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Just as soon as we, if we're going to be the ones carrying it out, we can, just take a little alternate path and take some out and put it, like, say we go behind a little short wall and take some out and put the bowl behind the short wall and keep on going. Or and then you guys come by and pick up the bowl and put it in Miss Javia's pack.
Instead of a bowl, maybe we should do like a jar.
That'll work.
And then we can put it in a bowl later.
But how are we going to actually steal it? They're not going to just let us take it.
Maybe Altair and both did you work in the kitchen today?
Broke up there. Please repeat that.
Altair and Bodhi, maybe when you cook in the kitchens today, you can try to find out as much as you can about the ritual.
Yeah. I can do that. I'm pretty good at that.
Great. You guys are doing really awesome so far.
Well, that's good. So we found out Maya's intelligence and mine and Altair's intelligence. What did you and Caltrix and Mrs. Duran find?
Brahmi's just got her hands folded in her lap and she's like looking at Caltrix.
Brahmi found out how to party. I think that's what Brahmi found out to do.
I didn't really. I kind of, to be honest, I don't remember a lot of last night.
We
discovered she got roofied last night. Okay, so now we know.
No, I didn't get roofied. I partied with you guys for a little bit, and then.
No,
partied with them and got really tired. Got it.
Well, I'm very uncomfortable. Let's.
Mrs. Duran and I made a contact and did some sharing of expertises, both locally and between each other. I was very impressed, actually, with Miss Duran's skills, which I think we haven't had time to fully explore since we've become so close.
Inspiration is a wonderful thing.
All of that said, we spent more time learning about, I could say, the people here, rather than anything particularly focused to this mission. So, nothing particular to report in that aspect.
Cultural exchange.
Well, and team building. I feel much closer with Mrs. Duran now. And I am very impressed to know that she can handle these peppers.
Not the evil eye.
I'm imagining like the little bit of like the emoji where like this comes out of the nose. You know what I'm saying? But like dragon style. Almost like self-esteem needs met, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, nice.
Well, as we
So?
did a little bit of training and education for ourselves last night, I do think this is a great opportunity for Rami to increase her specialities,
Oh,
her breadth and depth of knowledge.
okay. Sure.
And I was pranking you with the pepper.
Oh,
It's 10 a.m.
Okay.
You should be awake enough to notice.
it's seems very weird here right now, so I feel like but all right. Okay. Okay. So you want me to go to the temple and speak to them cleric to cleric to see if I can gain more insight? And I'm pretending to
think we
be a
should-
tourist.
Well, I mean, you are one.
I
it's
am.
not-
This is true, so it should be very easy for me. I am both a
Yeah.
tourist and a cleric, so this should be no problem.
And as your companion and occasional mentor, I'm
Mhm.
also interested in seeing the temple.
Oh, great. So, Altair and Bodhi will be going to the kitchen. How will we? Should all four of us go to the temple?
Yes, let's bring Mio and Mrs. Durant. They might find something that sparks their interest while we're there and peel off if they need to. And let's all keep an eye out for any particularly beautiful landscapes or landmarks. A garden, for example.
Okay.
Any kind of altar.
Doing a little sightseeing. Oh, a garden and I see. Yes.
I'm gonna go pay for breakfast.
Okay.
Or, actually, I'm not. Altair. I'm gonna hand Altair some money and have him pay for breakfast.
Okay.
Okay.
How much money did you give him?
Just enough. I didn't give him
Okay.
extra. Like, I'm not giving him pocket change.
Yeah. You're going to spend 1 gold on breakfast.
Fantastic. And let him do the footwork because I'm pretty comfy.
I walk over to yes, mistress, and I take the gold from her. I walk up to the counter. My mistress would like to pay for her dinner now, please. Or for everyone's dinner at the table.
They take the gold and they don't say thank you.
I
So
turn
The
around.
woman
rude.
ignores you.
I walk back to my spot and sit on the ground.
Calatrix is like vibing with this whole have them do things for thing. It's pretty nice. to see.
Honestly, I'm not completely bought into the sexism part of it. I just like having staff.
Staff. Oh, staff is great.
It doesn't matter about the sexism. It's just getting people to do stuff for you. Got it.
I love it. Very.
And as I walk by Heavy Out, I go,
I got it.
Yes, I think there's something rather wrong with you. Perhaps you might need to be checked out.
All right. So you guys
Uh,
getting up and leaving the noodle shop?
Yes. I think we are
Okay.
done with the noodle shop.
Awesome.
Best I can tell, I was never at the noodle shop.
Right.
Oh.
I'm getting up and leaving the gutter.
Got it.
we gave you noodles though. We tried. Calatrix gave you guys Oh,
I know it was great.
Calatrix
We had
did not give them noodles.
oh, who gave them noodles?
Somebody
You
that
don't
can
know.
make food appear out of nowhere.
some gutter
Javier?
noodles.
Good.
Gutter noodle.
Damn.
Delicious
Girdles.
gutter noodles.
You had
Some
girdles. Got it.
Girdles.
Girdles.
Kind of noodle.
And they were the envy of all the other men in the gutter.
You guys got noodles?
Girdles?
The masculine urge to eat noodles in a gutter.
The dirt gives it flavor.
Listen. It's the patina. Patina.
Tina. Wow. Okay.
So pretty.
Okay, do
Hey,
we I
Brody,
feel
let's-
like we
let's-
need to Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Let's bail on this joint.
Yeah, I'm just following the ladies. We're gonna go to the temple. I guess we'll go talk to the cook
What?
again.
Why don't you guys go ahead of us so it doesn't look like we're together?
Brahmi, why are you
Um,
talking with the men?
I have to talk to them. It's how do you communicate without talking to people?
I move my hands with the symbol of magic that I use for message.
Rami just like awkwardly stares there and then he walks over to Calatrix and says, I just want to tell them that they should go ahead of us so it doesn't look like we're together.
It would help it not look like we're together if you stopped walking over there and whispering to them.
Well, they're not standing very close to us, so I have to walk over closer, otherwise I'll be yelling.
We're the worst spies ever.
I'm just very bad at this. How
Let
should
me cast message to the men
Okay.
and whisper so Brahmi can hear. You
Okay.
two are free to
That's
go
not
do your duties.
All right, let's go, Altair.
Alright, let's go, dude. Let's bail on this joint.
So, you two get up, and where are you guys headed?
To the temple, to the secret kitchen in the back.
All right.
Stopping by and getting another set of the. Are they all wearing black again when we get up in there?
I still
Yep.
figure I have those PJs, right?
Yeah, don't you guys still have
You do.
those?
Yeah, we still.
Yeah.
have- when we get to that.
So
room
one thing-
change.
Altair, how about if we can see on the way, like maybe we can buy like some food or something to take for him to cook that he would like if we see some food. What do you
Okay,
think?
Cool. That sounds cool, dude. We just gotta watch out though. We're not supposed to have much money as being underlings. You know,
So,
dude.
what all would you guys like to purchase along the way?
Meth.
Can you cook with this?
I thought we were playing this game because we weren't doing real life. What's going on? Too close to my daily routine. What's happening?
10 a.m.
What's
Wake up,
my
shop.
name?
Buy crystal meth
Ridiculous
from
timing.
Jeff in front of the Home Depot, you know? Like, come on.
Oh,
Don't worry, his
no.
name won't be Jeff here. It's gonna be
No, it'll
Jeff
be
with
a
the
name
Q.
and then we'll change it to Jeff because we're evil like that.
Because we're evil and Eric is so patient with us.
yeah, for sure not. I'm just going with Jeff.
It sounds like one of those like fake words that comic book writers use to try and communicate a sound.
Onomatopoeia, yep.
Yeah.
Onomatopoeia,
That's
that's correct.
I feel like we should. Oh wait, what are you guys buying that's not meth? Other than meth, which you're buying.
Well, is there any
I
food
love
shops
that.
we will look
that the default is now meth.
I mean, I just feel like it. Now, here's my question:
Besides
does
the math.
Does the cook look like Walter White?
No.
He's a giant dude.
Giant dude with no tongue.
Jesse, we gotta cook.
Okay. It sounds like Walter White to me, minus the tongue thing, but that's fine.
As we're walking that way, I'll look to see if there's any fish markets, see if there's any sunfish for sale.
Look for sunfish at the fish market, and there will not be sunfish at the fish market. All sorts of other fish, but no sunfish.
I take it the guys are the ones to do the fishing.
Of course.
I'll ask them when was the last sunfish brought in.
The guys look at you. They are in the waters around the temple of Usul. That's the only place that you can get them.
Yeah, Altair, you knew that, man. That's a funny joke, man. It's just, yeah, come on, man. Let's just get.
for the day.
I'll get I guess a big old tuna if we can, Eric.
Yeah.
Okay. You want a big old tuna. Awesome. I will go for like a yellowfin and not a big bluefin
Okay.
Yeah.
because bluefins are enormous. But yeah, you can go ahead and get a nice tuna. It's going to cost you a couple silver pieces. We'll do 3 silver pieces.
All right. I will take that off of my character sheet.
Sure.
All right.
You have a yellowfin tuna.
All right. And we will take that to the church.
The temple? Awesome. Cool. What are the rest of you guys doing as these guys are going to the temple? Are you following along?
No.
Into the temple.
Brahmi thinks they should get cleaned up a little bit so they look presentable
All right.
since they're going to the temple.
Did you
And
clean up this
also,
morning?
Oh, just one moment. I think I have the right.
the right.
Who am I kidding? I have the right tool for everything. Here, cleansing. Perfect. And he like ding taps the edge of his umbrella, and she's perfectly like not even just clean, like she's fresh. She's fresh.
Like a
fish.
daisy. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh.
Prince of Bel Air?
Perfect.
Thank you.
What spell was that?
The cleansing stone.
Oh,
Fresh Prince of
Cool.
Bel Air.
all
Yeah,
right.
we
I didn't
love-
know that
we
there was a
love this-
cleansing spell.
Yeah. Oh my God. What am I saying? The cleansing stone is a wonderful little thing, a wonderful little step up for presentation. It's
Awesome.
a 1-foot sphere in diameter little thing with sigil. Touch. When you use an action to activate it, you can remove any dirt and grime from your garments or your all the things. Great.
Nice.
That is
Awesome.
so good. Oh my gosh. Great. Okay, I was wondering if I should try to wear clothes more appropriate for my temple, but just to pull the cleric thing a little further, but
You know,
Pardon
not
me,
everyone's
madam.
allowed to taste divine soup. Just saying.
not everyone.
Or any other soup, apparently.
So,
Do you think
Might I ask a question? What deity do you in fact serve? I've never actually known.
well, it is I guess the you know, what most people call it would be the triangle, the sort of deities of nature. So we serve them. It would be Single, Hana, and Prince, I guess would be what they're called by most people. And yeah, that's who we serve.
Ah, I see. For a moment there, for some reason the word Bermuda came up. Oh, very interesting.
That's so funny. Natural disasters. I know. That's so wild. Yeah, so we do worship kind of like the unification of the gods of nature.
Well, that's positively brilliant. This triangle of yours. I have a good relationship
It's
with.
not cool. What are you talking about? It was so weird that you would say that. It's totally not.
I
I
can't tell if you are really good at deception and giving me false flags, or you're really bad at deception.
I know, it's so confusing sometimes. But yes, I suppose it's generally more common to serve one of the gods of nature, but we serve all three of them. Each one has their seasons and their time of, power, and yeah, that's how we serve them.
Wait, so are there 3 seasons?
No,
No, there's
it's like
3 aspects of
no,
nature.
it's three.
I was
It's
like,
three
that's a pretty big
uh,
deal. Holy shit.
No. There's 4 seasons, but there's 3 gods, and there's like different balances between them.
Okay, that was me asking out of character.
Oh, that's
was
fine.
like, oh no, that's
I'm
a big
trying
To
to
be
deal.
fair, we
I was
live
like,
in
what?
we live in your Vix. We have like 2 seasons.
If we do have 2 seasons, summer and kind of, and that's it.
That's
We
fair.
have the warm season and the rainy season.
Yeah, those 2. Those would be them.
Yeah,
But
yeah, it's like, yeah, Hawaii, yeah.
it's sort of like they're not like specific seasons or specific objects of nature. They are just like a bunch of different elements, and all of those elements come together and form a triangle. Maybe I made it too confusing. I'm so sorry.
No, it's positively interesting.
It's if you like, I can give you load. I mean, I'm more than happy to talk.
Oh,
Good.
yes, I think that would be wonderful. Oh, look, the temple. What a fast walk. It's just like we were at the breakfast place.
Have
and
you
now
heard of
we're
our Lord
here.
and Savior, Blessed Hana and Mingo?
Oh, look, the temple. Wow.
The temple's
It's
right
so
there.
well lit.
Incredible. So I guess we're going for no temple clothes. Brahmi's temple clothes are like just what she normally, which she looks like she's just hanging out in a bikini on the beach.
Didn't you?
So
Did you guys buy new dresses?
Honestly, we bought dresses. And
we
to
all
be fair,
have pretty like
think
yeah.
you yourself look striking enough that no one is going to confuse you for someone that usually comes to this temple.
I suppose you're right, and perhaps showing more skin would be a little too shocking for a temple. We don't know what their practices are.
I'm gonna do disguise self real quick before we get up here.
Okay.
Just to lean into the chaperone look. I'm not
Okay.
drastically changing myself. I'm just the chest piece goes away and maybe a few more wrinkles, and yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we head up to the temple. Oh, and we're here. It's a temple.
Yes. Welcome to the temple.
Thank you. Now we're making sure to arrive at a completely different time than Karen. So we're trying to make sure that our arrivals are not at a similar time to theirs.
Okay.
Right?
Send the men away. They're already in there.
Send the men away. They're already there doing their thing in the back. Brahmi was just trying to convert everyone to religion. That took a little time.
All right. So what would you guys like to do?
Well, we people dressed as women are going to stay right here because the men have arrived before us.
It's
Okay.
boys'
You want us to go
time.
first?
Do you want to do
Hey,
that
Eric,
first?
Eric,
Yes,
Yes, sir.
you guys first.
I can't see. I can only see health bars. I can't see people.
Everything's really shadowy
Yes.
for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Something's
So this
weird.
is
It's like
same thing.
gray.
for
Yeah.
you guys?
Let's go ahead and try to fix that.
I tried refreshing. I'll refresh again.
Something's broken. Roll20 busted something. We'll fix it. We'll just do it this way, old school. All good.
I don't see anything. Don't know what you're.
Are refreshing now?
Can you
Should show you the
see
full
ground
map.
we're on?
We can see inside the buildings, just so you know.
Yep.
Okay.
I turned off all the dynamic lighting.
I will not look around.
Oh, feel free.
All right. Woo!
Woo!
That's your job.
I was here last night. Fondle soup.
Changing my ninja suit.
Okay.
Change into my ninja suit. Try not
Okay.
to stare too much at Altair's humongulous.
Humongous. Wow. Every time you say that, it sounds very wild.
Left an impression.
It would.
I'm sure it does.
Yeah, remember he's a halfling too. Whoa.
Whoa! Wowie!
Wowie zowie.
When we go through here, I'm like saying hi to everyone, even though they can't talk. I'm waving at them like, "Hey, we got this fish. You guys gonna have good fish for dinner tonight?"
Okay.
We'll come
Your
all the way
fishman
over here.
fresh in from his catch.
Awesome. You
Oh.
guys go to
So-
me. Go. Awesome.
Which is right about here, wasn't that where the?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's about right.
I put the little cook on the map for you to talk to.
Okay. Oh, geez.
So, yeah.
All right. Altair, remember you gotta translate because you know. But hey, remember us? We're here from yesterday. We brought this fish because you were saying that you don't get good fish here sometimes. So we found this down at the market. What do you think, man? You think this is something that you would like?
He looks at it and nods and cheerfully signs thank you.
All right, man. You're welcome. I know fellow travelers need good food. How long have you been here at the temple?
He signs very long time.
I
Mm.
take a look at him and see if he's been like shackled, because he would leave bruises or something around wrists and feet and stuff. Is there any of that on
Nothing
him?
like that.
Okay.
Nope.
So he's really here
He's
at
very well taken care of.
okay. So he's here at his own volition then.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, we were in town and someone was talking to us about sunfish soup. Do you make that?
He nods.
Huh. Do you eat it? Is it good?
He shakes his head no.
It's not good?
He mimes eating.
Oh, you don't eat it?
Shakes
You
his head
just
no.
You just make it, huh?
Reasons you can't eat it.
He nods. Shakes his head no.
You just don't like it.
He shakes that he can't eat it.
Mm.
Okay.
Only like the priests eat it, or the women can only eat it?
He shakes his head no and points up at the sun.
Oh, only Lucille can eat it?
Yeah.
Nods.
Oh. Is that like only like on solar eclipses or something? That's when that happens?
He furrows his brow, shakes his head no. He does a sign of 7, and he points at. As he does sign of 7, he points at his pointer finger.
For Wednesday, basically.
Yeah.
So you make
Oh.
it every Wednesday then.
He nods.
Oh, all right.
So who comes and picks it up?
He points at himself.
Oh, you carry it out and to the spot. Is it a big shindig, or is it just you going there and pouring it out?
He points at a bowl on a shelf. It's a very fancy porcelain bowl, obviously handmade and ornately engraved and embossed. There's lots of little depictions of sunlight all over it. He points at that, mimes that he'll take a bowl of soup out, and then he would kick over the cauldron.
Oh,
And then
okay.
walk into the temple.
Oh,
And you do that at noon? Like, is that or at sunset?
He nods at noon.
Oh. Well, hopefully this fish is good for you guys today. I tell you what,
He
man.
smiles and produces a very nice, sharp, curved knife. And he points at the fish and points at you.
No, I don't want any fish right now, man. My stomach is still a little upset from yesterday. But you can.
He frowns.
That's
He
all right.
points at himself. Is it his fault?
No. You're like one of the best people I've met here. You know what? As a matter of fact, I was just messing around with my tie-dye last night when I was listening to music. And then this morning I had got a good idea about how things are working around here. Like the bright sun in the morning, right in my eyes. It woke me up early, man. Way earlier than I normally wake up. But I think you would appreciate this, being are you a priest in this place, or do you have priests? Or is it only priestesses?
He signs lower than priest.
Are there priests?
He nods
Oh, okay.
and points
Well.
one.
Oh, one priest. Okay. Well, anyway, I thought this
Female.
might help. What's that, Altair, man?
The priest, is it male or female? Probably
He
female.
does long hair and big sword.
I don't know why I laughed at that. I'm sorry. There's no reason for me to laugh at that.
Well,
Sure there isn't.
There's no reason.
I think this would
Crazy.
be a good decoration for your kitchen, man. I think you would really like this. It makes me think of this area and the bright sun in the morning and how friendly you've been. And I hand him over like a little tie-dye. Oh, just 1 second.
You give him a tie-dye shirt?
No, it's like a tie-dye hanky, but
Gotcha.
just 1 second. I have
Like, I don't think I've ever actually seen tie-dye hankies, but they make a lot of sense.
Yeah, and then just 1 second.
Yeah, I carry a hanky.
And then
Is it tie-dye?
No, it's just a straight white hanky with my initial J on it for James.
at the end of the day, it looks sort of tie-dyed. And
Especially
then
with the nose
there is my Temple of Usil sun tie-dye that I gave him.
Awesome.
It's in Discord.
Cool.
And that dagger I purchased, I give to him.
You're going to give it to him.
Yes.
Okay.
As a present for being so nice to us.
Cool. He gestures thank you.
I don't know if you got to keep it hid, dude, but here you go. Here's something.
He shakes his head no, and he takes it out and checks the sharpness of it, and he holds down the tuna and gives it a nice little slice. He bows again, thanking you.
Ask him, do you mind if we come back by tomorrow around noon when you're doing this sunfish soup?
He shrugs.
Okay.
All right. All right, Altair, let's head on out.
Okay.
All right.
Well, have a good
So
day.
you left him with a Japanese flag tie-dye. Got it.
Land of the rising sun, baby. Hurts my eyes. And his sun god. All right. On the way out, I leave a little bag of gorp in each room for the ninjas. Like, hey, man, you guys like this? Little snack for all the work that you've been doing.
As a question, is your gorp enhanced gorp, or is it just straight gorp?
Oh, no, I give him the enhanced gorp. I made a bunch of gorp last night because I didn't spend any spells, so I made some enhanced gorp. So
Understood.
now
Does he
I
make
made...
gorp that isn't enhanced ever?
Does he make gorp that isn't enhanced ever? No, because that would that would require him to go shopping and get ingredients and plan ahead, and that he doesn't do that. All right, that's the end of my mission. And Altair's. Good job, man.
Dude, that was a good job. Yeah, we did a good job.
Always do, man. 2 bros are better than 1.
What are the rest of you guys doing at the temple?
Okay, so
Trying not to look like I have to struggle to keep up with everybody when they're walking.
Oh, we would not walk too fast for you.
I'm trying not to make it look like anyone has to slow down.
How are we going to do this? Should someone introduce me, or should I just introduce myself? What's our who are all of us, and what are we doing?
all right. Come on.
No, I just want to make sure that we know the plan. I don't say anything dumb.
That you don't have to be worried about that, Brummy. We're expected to say dumb things. Let's go.
Really? Okay. I can
That
definitely
is
manage that.
one of the benefits of being in a country far from your own, in a temple unlike your own. Is okay. You're so fast.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just nervous. I'm sorry.
No. I mean that's good. It's a strong stride is necessary.
Is Miss Javier Duran coming with you guys, or are you going to leave her back there
Mrs.
severely
Duran.
injured?
Oh no.
Mrs. Duran, did you have an
You
interest?
even need to ask.
I thought I didn't.
Well, you're
Just
looking a
make
little.
large strides. I was worried that just no big deal.
All right. Yeah, as we come up, I'm just going to direct Brami's attention on, any of the paintings or the architecture.
She is absorbing it all.
Does any of this look familiar to you?
Oh, familiar. Let me think. Let's do a religion check. Should I do a history check from memory or a religion check?
Religion check.
Oh, wish me luck.
It's intelligence either way.
An
Ooh,
18. It feels like most of the temples you have been in, especially undersea.
Oh. Yeah, this is.
You've been to
this
one
is-
church, you kind of recognize church.
But I guess the architecture and sort of the symbolism will be a little
Yeah.
flower choices, artwork, that kind of
The
thing.
iconography is different, but as far as the feeling and layout, kind of is identifiable.
Kind of identify. Got it. Okay. Yeah. Oh, this is really nice. I guess should we introduce ourselves to?
As you
Certainly,
walk
of
in,
course.
this woman comes up to you and introduces herself. And I only have art of her sitting down, but this is her.
Oh, she's going to murder me. Very cool. Wow, this is
She will not be allowed to do that.
It's like her
This is-
pose says any last words and not say.
I know. Brami's like, okay, I always thought they were kind of like sweet, sunshiny worshippers, but a very different vibe than I remember.
As you come in, she looks at you. Welcome to the Temple of Us. I am Sokotai. Greetings and welcome. Are you here to worship?
Hi, it's such a pleasure to meet you. My name is Brahmi. I'm from Yavri and Temple of the Triangle in Yavri. I was just very curious about you and your worshiping practice. I wanted to maybe forge a friendship with you.
A daughter of Seshia. Welcome. We are friends with Seshia. Come,
Oh,
let me show you around.
can I? Seshia. Oh, right. Yeah, the mom figure.
Uh-huh.
Got it. Right. Very cool. That works.
Now, what would you like to know of our temple?
As you know, we don't, at least in my small, we didn't have a lot of connection. Your worship and his practices, I find it very fascinating, and I think it could lead to a better understanding.
Very well. What do you see here that confuses you?
Oh, nothing much. I guess I know that you worship the sun and the light it brings, and
Of course.
the way it
Without
paints
light,
everything.
there is no life.
Exactly. So I feel like you said that, in a way, the gods of nature and would you be willing to show us worshiping area?
Worship here, in the open, with nothing between us and Lucille himself.
Oh, that's beautiful. So you do all of your practices right here in the court?
Yes, here in the courtyard.
Would
This
you
is
be
where
willing?
we worship. The teachings, of course, are in the side rooms so that we can keep the books dry from the rain.
Of course.
But we do come out to worship.
I'm curious about what your, or I guess your particular days of worship.
Worship each day. But the masses come mostly on the weekends. They do not labor in the fields.
Ah, I understand. I understand. Do you have any type of anything like that?
You broke up. Type of
Oh, do you have any sort of solstices or season change type of
course.
religious
The
practice?
high days of our worship are the solstice equinox.
That's so fascinating. We have something, though it tends to go a bit more by the season in particular rather than harvest.
For us, it is the high and low travels of our god, Sky.
Brahmi looks over at Calatrix. I find that
yeah.
extremely fascinating.
I'm gonna
No.
step forward like a like a governess insisting that student get homework. And
I-
just
No, I'm so sorry. I did not introduce you to my companions. These are my friends. And
Brahmi is studying to be a healer. Are there any particular skills or magics that she could learn while she's here?
I would not presume to teach a daughter of Seshia the ways in which she should be taught. However, here within the Temple of Usil, we teach that light brings healing and purges the wicked. That which wishes to hide cannot do so under the gaze of Usil.
Can I do a check around the temple to see if there is something that is... Is she calling me out because
Don't
I
die.
have a disguised self on?
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Don't die.
So I'm fine. Zoe's comment was just very funny to me.
Oh, gotcha.
Is there something mechanically?
For being that mechanically engaged around the temple?
Is there something mechanically that is suppressing things that are hiding?
No, just light. It's more of their
Well.
faith that things that are shadowy get revealed when there's light.
And is she pulling an attitude with me? As an elf who literally comes from shadows?
Not really. It's
Okay.
more of maybe a little bit. You know, she's a little bit of the churchy side. So it's you're the biker chick who showed up at church.
I was kind of going more for like the like the, I don't know, like really governess that's super into indoctrination rather than this like touchy-feely shit. Like
Gotcha.
the conversation's great, but can we put Brahmi to work now?
I would love to trade knowledge with you. That's something I'd be interested in.
I am curious as to what you believe you could teach.
Robbie did not think that far. She's like,
Well, for example, I'll just throw this out there.
Sure.
Brahmi comes from a part of the ocean that is bathed in sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
There are no doubt animals and flora and ways in which Brahmi celebrates nature that are unique to where she comes from. That
Definitely.
probably the landlocked city of Asatoro hasn't had a chance to consider.
Interesting. I would love to hear these stories. Sit with me and tell me of these wondrous creatures.
Oh, I would be happy to.
Can I just like grab? I want to take Mrs. Duran by the elbow and just like mosey off and like admire some paintings or something.
Okay. Cool.
We're gonna go
So-
scout the area, count how many people are around, and which ones look like they could murder us.
Sure. So Sukhothai sits down with you, Brahmi.
Uh-huh.
What all do you tell her about?
She seemed interested in like creatures and animals in the area.
Yeah.
Oh, she's gonna start off with probably one of her favorite things, dinosaur. She loves that. But then she's gonna branch into the, the sea creatures that she knows of, and she's straying into the safer parts of that conversation, like conversations she would have with people who don't know, about the depths of the ocean. So she's kind of keeping that to tropical, beautiful fish. Dinosaurs are so cool, and let me talk to you. And she kind of just starts getting a little bit more bubbly and excited to talk about it, to share it, and then she asks in return about other creatures that she has. And she's also kind of gesturing with her hand to show what they look like and how big they are, and she might even ask for paper so she could draw to show just how dinosaurs. It's very cool.
She'll provide you with paper to draw.
Oh, she
And
tries.
as
She's not a good artist, but she tries.
Right. And then she asks a question of you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you know of the Hekemotu?
Okay. Eric, is she supposed to know something about that?
I'm going to let that be up to you. What do you know of the Hekemotu?
I don't know. Do I know? I have not.
Awesome.
No, I don't know. But what would
Sweet.
Don't say.
Probably doesn't know.
Don't say awesome. Don't
Just
say sweet.
roll a dice. Roll a dice.
I'm gonna roll a dice. It's gonna be what kind of check is this? Nature?
This would
Medicine?
be
Medicine.
a history check. Why would it be medicine?
I don't know. I'm just throwing out my highest scores.
Okay.
Probably like medicine and deception. If we could just average the roll between those two.
Oh, that
Maybe
would
it's
be so good.
performance and stealth to lean again.
No, I won't do that. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do it. Okay.
It's so good.
You said history?
Yep.
Okay, I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm glad you said yes. And it didn't sound like I was trying to convince you of something. Okay. Can I wait, let me see. Hang on. Can I use my inspiration?
If you have inspiration, you can use your inspiration.
Okay, I'm gonna use my inspiration. What a stupid thing to use my inspiration on. It's
Use
fine.
it.
Hey, it's
All right.
13.
Above
You will
average.
have. I'm going to show just Brahmi
Okay.
what she has just. This. I'm not going to give you any other information than this because you only rolled a 13.
Okay.
But Brahmi
Uh-huh.
beat the Hekemotu.
Oh, okay, fucking Eric. You can't not have her know about this. I deserve a bonus for this. What are you talking about? I'm so mad. She has to know about this. She has to know about this. This is crazy. She has to know more.
There
than
you
this.
go. You can know everything that you can see on the screen.
Okay, let me get a good look at it. Oh, this is a fable. This is like a legend. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, got it. Okay, I'm good.
You good?
I'm good. I'm ready. Can
All right.
a rabbit person? Yep. Yeah, I'm ready. We can get back to the station. Oh,
Awesome.
yeah. I've heard of it. I haven't, supposedly it's a legend. I haven't seen it myself, but it's such an incredible marvel. Is there more you want to hear about it? What do you know about it?
I have heard the name and that it travels near Ivrix, but you call it Ivry.
Oh yes, it's
Are they
yeah,
the same place?
Oh yes, they are. They are. Just I think my village pronounces it a little differently, so than the other people who live there. But yes, supposedly it's off the eastern coast of Yavri, pretty far out. So but supposedly it's a legendary land that travels back of a manta ray. Have you know what?
Interesting. I've not heard of such a thing.
Oh, let me draw
I
one
simply
for you.
know that the ancients abide there, and they live at peace.
I mean, I do hear it's like a. Oh, here, let me draw you manta ray because they're beautiful. There's ones that right near where my village is, and when they fly together. So she starts drawing a manta ray. It looks like a kite with little
Okay.
feathers on it. It doesn't, with a long tail. She's not a good artist, but she attempts to draw it and describe them. And then says they have little mouths, are very cute, and they're very friendly.
She looks on in fascination at your description of a manta ray.
Obviously, the one, carrying the island. So, but these are
It
pretty
carries
good.
an island?
Oh yes, it's like it's a legend. I've never seen it myself. None of the people I know have seen it. So, but supposedly it does carry a massive island.
Interesting.
Supposedly it's a beautiful island.
Someday I wish to travel and see Lucille's child on the sea.
Wow, what legend do you have about it? Because I've never heard that.
Lucille shone across the surface of Toivoa, and the great Hekemotu swam across the seas, eventually growing to the point where it could no longer move. It beached itself across the bottom of the sea and died, forming the land masses of the ground, Toivoa.
Oh, that's so interesting. From what I heard, it was a traveling island off of our coast. I didn't realize it's a really beautiful legend. Maybe that's why it's just a legend.
Do you not believe it to be true?
Well, we do have a lot of parables, but no one's seen it in a very long time. Talked about seeing it in a very long time. It's hard to know, but everything I've seen, but if it still exists out there, then or it's very well protected. Finds it, can never leave. Hard to say.
Well, a little girl's dream then.
Well, anytime you would like to visit, more than we would welcome you.
I
And
am afraid I would not be welcome in Ivrix.
oh,
Or Ivry, as you call it. While I
that
serve
so?
Usil, the House of Flowers and I do not get along. I do not
Oh,
approve of their methods.
oh yes, I cannot. Tis as they are such a huge part of the island. It is unavoidable. You agree?
So, because you come from that land, are you a member of the House of Flowers?
Oh, the House of Flowers. No, I am worshiper at my temple. I am training to be a priestess.
Roll your deception check, please.
Damn it. See, this is what I should save my insight for.
Your inspiration, yeah.
What am I doing? Deception? Can I do persuasion?
Deception, you're lying out of your teeth, yes.
Persuasion? Can I use persuasion?
No, you can't.
I can't use persuasion? Are you sure?
I am positive.
Okay. I feel like she's trying to be okay, yeah.
I feel like I'm trying to lie about this.
Not lying.
Wow, 17's pretty
fine.
You're
good.
absolutely lying. She has your House of Flowers. You're like,
She's a member of the House of Grass, thank you, specifically. Her loyalty
looks at
lies with
you.
the House of Grass, thank you.
strange that one from the land of Ivrix would not be associated. Interesting.
Where's her insight roll, Eric?
Oi. Sit down in the back over there. Oh,
There
for
we
fuck's
go.
sake.
There we go.
you!
Fuck around, find out.
Yeah, there we go.
Suspicious?
She
You
smiles.
suspicious now?
Oh, she was suspicious the moment that you said that you were from Ivry.
Hey, not all of us work for House of Flowers, thank you. And that's said to you, Eric, not to her. Probably would not use
Right?
that tone with her. She just says,
And wait a second, yes, you all do.
wait, what?
Yes, you all do.
Just because 6 out of 6 people happen to be members of the House of Flowers doesn't mean everybody.
No, he's a member of the House of Grass. Thank you so much. That is where he
Which
leaves
is a
his life.
subset of the House of Flowers.
She doesn't know anything about that. I don't know what you're
Right.
It's so confusing. It's so wild. It is. It's actually very common from people in my village to, you know, settle on varying paths. And House of Flowers, since it is such a big part of the island, many of my classmates did venture into that. But I stayed focused on my temple work. I like it better there. It's nice to be by the ocean.
Well, the deception check is you are based out of the Silvergrass Hacienda.
She wants to be by the ocean, though.
I know she wants to be, but she's
She
not.
would rather be by the ocean, but she didn't get assigned by the ocean. So,
You
are we
are
doing...
like a vertical mile away from the ocean.
I know she's so disturbed. Not disturbed. She's like, So can I roll persuasion?
No, you can't.
You keep lying. Oh,
Oh my god.
Yes.
It's fine. It's fine.
She looks at you. Are you familiar with a woman by the name of Sweet August Rose?
Sweet August Rose. That's Meg saying that, not. Is she?
Yeah.
Hang on. What do I have to roll?
This would be a history check.
A history check? Do I get any bonus? Any
No.
No. So I'm like a plebeian. I know nothing.
So with a 13, you may have heard the name. Specifically from Cecily Wish. As someone who came through the Silvergrass Hacienda while you guys were out on a job. As far as any details about this individual, those would be very thin,
Okay.
but you would have heard the name.
All right. So she's going to. I don't recall hearing that name before.
So you lied again.
Well,
Stop. It doesn't know.
roll the deception check.
God damn it! I know you're gonna roll like a 28 this time.
Here, I'll roll before you this time.
No, it's fine. God damn it, Eric!
What? I've never heard that name before.
Just her. She's doing worse. Deception.
You almost fooled her about being a member of the House of Flowers. She was slightly
So
more
close.
suspicious.
But she
And
doesn't
then
know this person.
You asked this question, and she's like, Are you even trying?
like really? Shut up. Brahmi in her head was like, when she was like, oh, light reveals all truth, and she was like, not in the depths of the ocean, in her head, and now she's like, oh fuck, I shouldn't even thought that. Damn.
Should have been in the ocean.
I cursed myself by thinking that. She really only heard it in passing, so it's almost true.
She looks at you.
It's almost
If you happen to see her, tell her that those who she fears are chasing her.
That sounds extremely ominous.
Be comforted. It is not the Church of Usil who hunts her, but rather the Josozai of Garden Soil.
Oh, dear? Like, she obviously, they are immediately. Joseph, we know them, right? I feel like we know them.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
not like personally. We were warned about them.
Oh, right. She has an obvious facial reaction to that phrase. Oh, okay.
Would you like to roll persuasion?
All your facial expressions have been obvious.
She's not good. This is not her strong suit.
Right.
Are you letting me roll persuasion?
Yeah.
Okay.
She looks at you.
Exactly the same.
If you happen to see her, warn her. They're coming. Specifically, Lady Frost has departed Asatoro.
Oh dear. All right. If I happen to come across someone by that name, I will that. That sounds very ominous, though. Is this a friend of yours?
No.
Oh. It's strange you'd think I'd come across them.
Nor are they an enemy.
Huh? I'm sorry, you broke up there.
Nor are they an enemy.
Oh, a bit more ambivalent then.
She visited me several months back, and I do not ally myself with the Josozai and wish to foil their plans. Lady Frost came here and sought her, and I did not lie. But I told her that I had seen the woman, that she had left peacefully.
I see. That's very noble of you to want to warn her.
By this action, I wish to ally myself against any infiltration from the House of Flowers.
I see. I understand. I don't think you'll have to worry.
Excuse me, I must see to a beggar. And she's going to stand up abruptly and end the conversation as she walks away.
Okay. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
She waves behind her and bows slightly as she keeps walking away.
Cool. 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 Brahmi is gonna wander around looking for Calatrix.
We didn't go far. We're just scouting out the people, where they be, what they look like they're good at. Trying to peek out some windows and find a garden.
Calatrix. She like comes up. She like tries to, when you walk as calmly as possible, but you're obviously like super not calm. Like you're like trying not to hustle. That sort of like stiff walk where you're trying to walk fast but not look like you're walking. Like,
So it's that Olympic sport of speed walking.
it's not speed walking. It's very purposefully not, but it looks very purposefully not speed walking.
Oh my god, where you're like your fucking head.
It's just like purposefully.
You're like gonna fall and you're using the gravity.
Just like I'm walking slow, but I don't want to be walking slow. I'm walking normally. Am I walking normally? I hope everyone thinks I'm walking because I don't feel like I'm walking normally. That kind of like awkwardness. And then she comes over to Calatrix and she holds onto her sleeve and has a smile plastered on her face and goes, I think I messed up.
I will lean forward and brush nothing off of her shoulder, off her clothes a little bit, and fix her hair and lean in close enough to whisper so that just she hears. How was your first interrogation?
She looks shocked. Was that supposed to be an interrogation?
Do you feel like you were interrogated?
I was definitely interrogated, I think. Yeah.
Did you get any information?
I got some information, but I don't.
All right, well done then.
Okay. I'll tell you more when we leave.
Well, I feel like I have seen every one of these walls 12 times. Mrs. Duran, are you feeling satisfied with our visit?
Mrs. Javier Duran? Mrs. Javier Duran has been slain by the DoorDash.
Yeah, absolutely. It's me. Dead.
I'm gonna just look around. Did we come with anyone else?
Mio. Oh my gosh. Mio.
Wait, Mio is there, right?
Is
She is there.
I'm here.
I don't.
He's over at the entrance. Yeah.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah, I'd really wish you
You
guys stop
find,
using my real name. That'd be nice.
Mio? You don't want us to call you?
Yeah, we're kind of on a mission.
It's puppy
Oh.
You
time.
haven't exactly provided us with an alternative.
It's puppy time.
Aww.
Puppy time. Let's go then, and we can discuss it.
Okay then.
Thank you.
No
Thank
more
you,
exploring.
guys.
Oh, did you want to take a walk around the grounds?
Well,
Did you get a
want to do
chance
a
to
little bit
talk
more
with the,
sex.
like literally anyone?
No, they all seem to be pretty embroiled. Let me just take another round. Because we didn't really go like to the south, right? Where like all the cool shit.
Would you and Callus like walked around down there together? Want to do that before Brahmi rejoins you guys?
Yeah, I do. I just didn't want to
Yeah.
like, I don't know, slow things down if it was like, like it's not really intention. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think that's great. Do you guys want to roll it back a little bit and then jump back forward again?
Wow, she's having such a long and interesting. It's just engaging to see, really. Why don't we check out with?
Uh-oh, Zoe,
Yes.
you keep cutting out on us.
What do you guys want to see?
So would you call it a
Is that what it was?
mask or a headdress?
why is Eric saying my name? I'm literally talking, but now I understand. I was cutting out. Am I good?
You were. I'm sorry. We hear you
Okay.
now.
Good. Oh, she's having such an interesting conversation with that one woman right now, and how engaging it. Oh, look, let's take a look at what's down at the south, shall we?
Okay. Sure. Mrs. Duran, would you call it
Oh,
a
pardon me.
mask or a headdress that these women are wearing?
Hmm. Well, I believe I would call it a headdress. Yes, it does appear to extend to behind the head.
Do you think blindness is related to the worship of Usul in some way?
Well, they do say not to stare directly into the sun.
The fate of all of Usul's followers.
Yes. Oh, why don't you try striking conversation up with one of them?
Are these people like sentries? Are they guards?
Kind of, they're monks that have spears.
Are they like observing us? Observing them?
Yeah. They have watched you. They're not very militaristic. It's more of ceremonial.
Uh-huh.
So they're not, rigidly at attention. It's more of a casual stance. They don't expect anyone to assault the Temple of Usul. It's a pretty nice place, and nothing really ever happens here.
I've heard of places like this.
It's kind of like the Swiss Guard in the Vatican, but less, we're going to kill you.
I feel like those guys have to put up with some shit.
Yeah,
I
that's
They're ready.
would believe so.
I'm afraid of them, actually. Like, I have a little bit of like I'm afraid. Not like in a they'll get me way, but in like those dudes, I don't know, probably do some scary things.
Spears were never my favorite weapon, but I always did admire just the amount of strength necessary to manipulate a long pole arm.
I do fancy myself quite a spear thrower, as it were. Would you believe me if I
I don't
told
think
you
I've
that I
seen
don't
you.
always fight with an umbrella?
You know, I want to believe you, but it's just hard to imagine.
Yes,
You with
it's a
spear in your
handicap,
hands.
really. It's very difficult to have engaging fights with a weapon that was, designed for combat.
I change my body language to invite this monk into the conversation.
Okay.
Have you had any issues engaging with a spear dynamically?
The individual looks at you. No.
No?
I don't catch your meaning.
We were simply admiring your choice of weapon.
Oh. Would you like to handle it?
Ooh. Man, we
I'll
can't even have
resist.
normal conversations. I'm responsible for that one. Oh my god.
Short swords were always my favorite. But Mrs. Duran
I'm not.
here.
Why do you have to be talking to a monk? Damn, I had to come back for that one.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Well, I suppose I would prefer myself a great axe or a great sword if I wasn't so enamored with my parasol.
You know, I could imagine you lifting a greatsword, but I have not seen you train very much to hold such a weapon. And that is
Why would I
not a
need to?
dig in any way, because the way that you work the umbrella is obviously exquisite.
Well, you see, I do this thing. It's called going to the gym, and I happen to do such dynamic movements with weights much heftier than a great axe or great sword. I really see no need to practice with one.
I again invite the monk into our conversation. Is there a gym around
Do
here?
you go to the gym, bro?
Do you lift, bro?
Pardon me,
Yes.
Mrs. Duran.
Within the city, there is. You can go to
Hey.
the city gym.
Is it mostly weight resistance or is there sparring as well?
Oh, there is sparring. There's weights. There are various implements that can be used. Wrestling, etc. Martial arts.
Implements and wrestling. I
Interesting.
imagine you have to be there all of the time to
No.
accomplish what you have accomplished here.
Thank you for the attempted flattery, but it is all for the sun god.
I'm hurt. That was more than an attempt. I think it was a fair appointment of flattery right there. Was I miscommunicating?
I cannot accept your flattery. Thank you, though.
Well, there's that too.
You see, myself and the madam here are actually out of towners, if you couldn't guess. In fact, this is our first time in this temple. Could you tell us a little bit about it?
Of course. Temple has been here for the better part of 4,000 years, and we hold services each day at dawn, noon, and dusk. What would you like to know? We
Okay.
feed the poor, and we ensure that all that Usil's light shines upon grows and thrives.
Yes. Normal temple work, no doubt. I do have one question that has been just burning at the back of my mind. And I don't want you to take this the wrong way,
Oh dear.
but Usul is a masculine god, isn't he?
Yes.
And that fact does not affect the number of worshippers you see?
It does not affect the number of worshippers, as it is a sign that sometimes we must think outside of the paradigm of the country.
Interesting.
Even a man can rise to godhood. That gives hope to everyone.
Oh, you utilize a glass ceiling. I understand.
Well, seeing a religion set itself so not against, but outside of a social norm is very unusual, isn't it?
It is.
Brave and admirable.
Yes. But Usil is wedded to Anwa, and Anwa is not tied to gender. Is gender such an influence upon you that you require it to be fixed?
Well, there are slaves that are here based on their gender, so I do suppose for the time being, it is a certain factor in our lives, yes.
Not within this temple, there are not.
Fascinating. Are there any masculine monks around us right now?
There are.
Ouch. That's quite
Are we
hurt.
speaking to one?
You are.
Oh shit!
That's supposed to hurt, buddy.
Oh. Well.
Like, he's got a slight build,
Mm.
but The Adam's apple is there. Yeah. This is a dude.
Well done then. Well, I can only hope to see the Temple of Usul grow its influence throughout all of Shu, I suppose.
One can hope.
Thank you for talking with us. And
Of course.
if you see us at the gym, call out.
May the light shine upon you and light your way.
Yes. For you as well.
Well, I think that was productive.
Was it? Good. I feel like I've learned something. We're gonna do like a couple more laps, and then
Look at that
just kind of.
beautiful. Wonderful. The craftsmanship is excellent.
What is it?
Funny you should ask. You see, it's. And this is where I roll, Eric, so that I know what it is. Yes?
No, what is?
What is this?
This thing.
What is this?
What is this? What are we looking at?
Oh, well, that is a
little
rug.
carpet.
Yeah, it's
okay,
a rug
yeah.
in front of a statue of Usul. And there's a figure on the rug. And the figure will go ahead and move just a little bit here. To there.
Uh-huh. When you say figure,
guys
like
can-
living figure?
It is a draconic figure.
Like a figurine? Or like a
No.
like there's a little baby dragon here.
It's a little baby dragon.
How could
What
you not
are
read
we looking
that?
at?
How
I
could you be
feel
like, you guys
paternal
walk
instincts
around
running.
and you see nothing? Really? It's
Maternal.
just a temple. It's literally just a temple. And then you're like, also,
It's a little dragon
There's a
sitting
baby
right
dragon
here
this
out in the
whole
open. Yep, right here in the open where everyone
wonderfully
can
crafted
see it.
rug,
He's-
and atop it, an even more wonderfully crafted creature. Really, just the pinnacle of all sentient life.
The creature was camouflaged by the rug. It's,
oh, okay.
and you were being interrogated. So
The rug is red, the creature is yellow and white.
yeah, but there's like it's
Eric.
very busy.
You see
Oh,
how
okay,
little
okay, gotcha.
It's going on.
token shape. It's token shape.
Uh-huh.
You can't tell what's on the token sometimes.
All good.
Hello there, cousin.
The dragon ignores you, thinking you're calling out to someone else.
Ah,
that's
yes.
So rude.
Sometimes we can be born with a certain level of deafness. It's okay. It's just, well, we need to be very selective about our mating habits.
Have you... Perhaps you should try calling to him in Draconic.
No, it's okay.
There might be a language barrier, was my thought.
No. You see,
What the hell?
I felt that something was off. I felt something was off.
That statue
From the
hasn't
moment that we
existed
walked over
in
here.
decades. Hot damn, what a reference.
Broken link.
What is this a reference? What am I looking at?
Broken link reference.
Broken Link reference to... I know the statue you're talking about. They tore it down in the 90s, I believe.
It's in Discord.
Oh,
Yes,
really?
well, Hana means family and all that. Perhaps we'll see each other at another family reunion someday. Let's go.
Did you just pull a Lilo?
Yes.
I don't think that was quite the vibe, actually.
I loved that. That was amazing.
All right,
I
so
can't
you guys
believe-
leave the
Look,
temple
there's a
area?
path- There's a path on the right.
Well,
Interesting.
we're gonna wander around, and at some point we're gonna come back, and I'm just gonna sit by the wall and watch as Brahmi catches fire and flames out.
Just
Got it.
observing as she completely fumbles the bag.
All right. Cool. So while they're doing all of this, Bodhi and Altar, we've left you guys alone way too long, unsupervised.
Well, the way I figure it is that we finished a long time ago, maybe even before they showed up. So,
Yeah.
Altar, you want to just go back to the city and just walk around again? That was fun.
Yeah, we can do that, dude. That'd be fun.
All right, heading back to town, Eric.
Cool. You guys head back to town, and eventually the rest of the party will leave the temple as well. So, you guys head back into the town.
Actually, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
What did Mio do during that period?
Yeah, what did Mio do during that period?
I sent you a message.
Oh,
Okay.
Snuck around like he normally does.
Yes. You would have
Sneaky.
been successful in that.
Ah, perfect.
Yes.
okay, good. I just wanted to make sure.
Dustin is playing an entirely different game than the rest of us. I think he should probably have his own session, like on Thursdays or something.
I just commented like, this is what I did.
All right. So, as you guys go into town, you are unsupervised men in Asatoro. People ignore you because you are the working class, the slave class. What would you guys like to do as you have the town to yourselves?
Just walking around. I'm keeping an eye out for my drug dealer buddy from yesterday.
You'll find him easily. Yep.
Like, hey, man, what are you up to?
He's high as a kite.
Oh, yeah, you've got some of the sweet Rick's green, huh? You enjoying that?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I had a
That's
party-
good stuff.
I had a party from yours last night. That was pretty good, too.
I had to buy pork ears.
Yeah. Pork
Yeah.
ears are delicious.
Yeah, you fry them and you crunch them.
Hey, so if you're hungry, have you ever
Yeah,
had...
try one. You'll like it.
All right. Awesome. I crunch it on. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Do you know anything
Yeah.
about sunfish soup?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's that soup they have at the temple every Wednesday. Yeah.
Have you
No one ever
ate-
gets to eat it. No, nobody can eat it. Nobody eats it. No. Just the dragon eats it.
Oh. All right. There's a dragon there?
Yeah, man. It's a solar dragon. It sits right in front of the statue of the Usul. Yeah.
Man, have you ever heard of anyone taking some of that soup, or is it all just go to the dragon?
Oh no, man! Like they have this ceremony where like 4 of the monks go over to where the cook is, and the cook scoops out a bowl of the soup they spends all night cooking, and does this right before noon, and they present the soup. Well, they knock over the bowl, the cauldron, the big bucket thing. They knock that over in the sunlight as, here to worship your sun god, bastard. You
Whoa.
take this soup and pour out the good fish soup all over the ground. Like that's actually gonna do anything. Like the sun cares about soup on the floor. Should feed people with that. And then they take this bowl of soup and they feed it to that damn dragon. It matters.
Does the dragon ever leave the temple, man?
Better not. You know how rich they treat that thing? They say that it is a rebirth of an old one that's coming back and they're nurturing it.
Oh, man. I don't know why people, once they've lived and died, why would they want to come back? Wouldn't you want to be on your own better adventure?
Dude, right? Like ascend to another plane of consciousness.
Yeah, don't come back here. I mean,
Oh, man.
I'm having as much fun as a person can have, but man, you need to go have fun other places, right, man?
Like, what?
Yeah. That's what I was
Yeah.
telling you, man.
Yeah, and he grabs your shoulder and he looks at you, and then he rests his head on your chest. You're a halfling, he's a human, and he's like just on his knees, sliding sideways so that his ear rests against your chest. You know what? When I die, I want to be reincarnated as a Tweety bird.
Oh man, exactly. I love you, man. I love you. And I give him a big old hug, and I just let him down easy.
Do you got any more of that good stuff?
To quote a good friend of mine, what kind of halfling would I be if I didn't? And I hand him a joint.
You're the boss. Thanks, dude. I had the. Oh yeah, here. Cause you're such a cool dude. There, take that. I got it off of a monk a while back. You asked so many questions about Usul. I'm sure it'll help you out.
And what is it, Eric?
It is a holy symbol of Usul.
I handed it over to Altar. I go, man, check it out. That's pretty cool. What do you think about that, man?
That's pretty boss. Pitching.
All right.
Yeah. It's made of silver.
And then head back to the us. Nah, screw them, man. Ladies get to have fun. I'm just gonna walk around until it gets dark again.
Yep.
Okay.
Until like the men get scarce on the street, and then hopefully find my way back to the stables, and then start rave part 2.
Cool. You find that there's a establishment that has popped up here. They're selling roasted corn. It's a brand new place, and they just opened.
Hey, dude. You know,
Yeah.
to about that story about feeding it only to the dragon and stuff. I wonder if they're not keeping that dragon and using that food just to keep it, docile.
Oh, I didn't think that. Maybe we should rescue the dragon tonight.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Look at Eric.
Maybe we should make that part of the plan.
Yeah.
You guys do what you want to do. I'm just here to propose pose the challenges. What you guys do with them is up to you. Remember, I have
Rescue
many
dragon.
times said I have no idea what you guys are going to do.
I think girls about the first dude.
Like, I had no idea about the 3 briefings that Mio had set up, and I think those are awesome.
It's incredible.
He forgot about rescuing the dragon, though.
Let's go over to the
To be
corn
fair,
shop.
the dragon was on the map.
Let's go to corn shop.
Wait, the dragon was on your map? Was it a dragon?
He's labeled A.
Is there a key that you had written out by the side of the map
said
to
it was
determine what
crude.
A was?
I said it was crude. I didn't have time.
Oh, okay. That's so funny.
Did you see a dragon?
You saw a dragon?
Yes.
Then why
There's
don't you
8
say
guards,
that
some
about
lady,
our-
and a dragon. I think it was a dragon. It's hard to see with night.
It's hard to
I wrote down 8 guards, 2 others. I did not write down dragon.
Dragon was not on the list.
All right, man. Ooh, this is some good corn, isn't it, Altar?
Yeah, this is the best. It's the bomb.
Yeah, the corn is slightly spicy. It's got some kind of ground cracked pepper. Nice.
All right. Let's go back and tell them about your idea to rescue the dragon tonight. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it does.
Yep.
Oh
We
gosh.
could have a dragon buddy. A real dragon. Not like Javier. He's a half dragon.
Constantly try to make friends with dragons.
All right.
For
Head
the
back to the
guy who was-
stables.
Yep, the guy who was selling the corn is a grung, which is a frog person.
Yeah.
And he is named Warty Barreltoad.
Spit
Alright,
out his
man.
corn. It's probably
Did you
gross.
say Warty Battletoad?
Barreltoad.
Such a good show.
Morty Barrel.
I would like it better if it was Battletoad. That would be awesome.
I
That's
know
what
you
said,
would have liked that better.
A Battletoad. All right, head back to the stable.
All right, you head back to the stables. Ladies, well, the rave gets set up and the donkey prepares to have another wonderful night. What are you guys doing as you, I assume, depart the temple?
Brahmi is just clinging to Calatrix's.
Callie?
Yeah.
We'll
Whatever,
find a
sleep
place
and rest.
that's safe to debrief Brahmi, and also, might have some beverages of some kind. Yeah, I don't know how long we spent. I feel like
Been only a few minutes at best. We're very good at
Have
keeping
enough
track
time
of
to do-
time and managing.
really,
We're so good.
eventually we'll get back and figure out what Brahmi said and what Brahmi heard.
Okay.
And
What you say?
and I think for the
Oh, you're breaking up.
really
Can you guys
problematic
hear me?
We can hear
I-
you, but you, Ray definitely broke
is from
there.
my
Ray?
I think you're back now. You're not.
Kelly's
Hello?
very tired from the walk back.
Hello? Needs more alcohol?
Yeah. Calatrix
She's
is
dying.
typing.
I can hear her keyboard, so I
The
know
fun
that
part
I'm
is I can hear the
doing it
keyboard.
anyway.
That's so funny. We can hear her keyboard, but not her.
Okay, going non-verbal on us? That's fine.
Yeah, Calatrix head
What?
needs more alcohol. There she
We
is.
can hear
There,
you.
we got her back.
oh my god, I'm so over Discord. I was just saying that we're posing as tourists from your bricks.
Oh, dear.
The idea
Okay.
that one of us would be pinged
Oh dear.
as a member of the House of Flowers is not out of the realm of possibility. In fact, is probably pretty normal. Nothing,
Uh-huh.
but I do need more gin.
Gin sounds like a plan.
I'm sure Miss Yamada has some back at the inn.
Yeah, let's.
You guys return to the inn? Alright.
Let's.
Do we want to go? Do we want to stop by someplace first, or we go straight back to the inn?
Did you want some souvenirs for people back home?
Well, I was gonna say maybe we need to find, if we don't have one, find a jar, like a preserving jar, that we could sneak into the kitchen.
You should talk to Mrs. Duran about that.
Do we have a jar from the preserving Can't serve it
Oh,
with you.
of course.
Oh,
If I
good.
couldn't be properly prepared for something such as this, what kind of woman would I be?
Very true.
Incidentally, Jar, here you go.
Oh, good. I feel like maybe we can sneak this in the kitchen. Or the boys
Yes,
can sneak it into
if
the
not for
kitchen.
the fact that it's beautifully stained with this green texture to it that I was inspired to create based on, well, seeing you passed out on the beach during that cookout.
Oh, don't remind me. That was a bit embarrassing.
I see it as inspiring. What a beautiful time that was. A fond memory of mine.
It was a fun party, at least what I remember of it.
All right. You have a jar. You guys go back to the inn, drink to your heart's content.
Well, I feel like we need to go plan for tomorrow because we've got like 30 plans. Maybe we should convene with the boys in the barn and kind of
Party in the
review
stable.
everything. Oh, great. Okay.
All right. So you guys want to convene in the stable?
I feel like we don't have any
Caltrix, I
plan.
assume, has a bottle of gin.
Yeah.
If there's a bottle of gin, I suppose what's doable for like a
Then
few
there's like
minutes.
Altair is saying boots and cats and cats.
He's just saying it. It's not actually
Just
playing.
saying
He's just
it.
saying
like,
it.
not saying it. Boots and cats and cats.
All right. So you guys meet up in the barn. What would you guys like to do?
Have you guys been surviving today?
Yep, we sure have.
Well done.
Did find
Were you
out
able-
a little piece I was thinking about. You know, I heard about this food that gets fed. I guess gets fed to the dragon. You know, I wonder if this food isn't, since it's only fed to the dragon and they pour out the rest, if it isn't, something to keep it under control. Control like almost a control collar, but it's with the food. They keep it docile. That was just not too cool.
That would be an interesting reason for us to have been tasked to retrieve it.
Yeah, sure would, babe.
Does it make a difference?
No, but I just, it just popped in my little head like a little lightning bolt.
Do you guys share everything you learned from the drunk guy? The super high guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, show him that holy symbol we got.
Oh yeah, he gave us this holy symbol too. You want to see it? Here you go.
Sure.
I hand it over.
Does it just look like a bug that got squashed?
It looks like a sun.
So yes.
Okay.
With rays coming off of it with the
I always call the kid's drawing of the sun. It looks like a squash bug every time.
Yeah,
I
man,
suppose so.
Been really doing some sniffing around for clues. That was an epiphany I had.
Epiphany. Should write
About
those
the
down.
dragon. About the dragon.
I mean, yeah. It would be interesting.
Just food for the fire. Just food for the fire.
food for the fire, like to throw in the fire.
So we just figured out, though. We figured out that our buddy cooks the soup in the kitchen, and the kitchen's just a cave. It's not even in the temple, but he
That
cooks.
sounds
the s-
unsanitary.
You look over, and like when you say that, Bodhi picks up like a half-eaten piece of corn that the donkey was eating, and he takes a bite of it. Goes,
Oh.
yeah, that's probably not the best. But
It's feed corn. It's not even the sweet corn.
That's corn.
but he just cooks it out there, and then I guess 4 priests or something come and get it, and then they get a bowl out, and then they just kick over the rest. So I was thinking, man, like we could like distract him and scoop out just a little bit of soup, and no one would even know, man. Like just a
We
little
got a-
distraction.
We got a pretty good look at the guards around the temple. Are there any guards in the cave?
No, man.
Not a one.
It's the kitchen. No one guards the kitchen. Especially because that's where the men are. No one cares where the men are. So if we and they make the soup at noon, so like if we were there like at, I don't know, like 11:45, right before the soup was done, right before we could see when the guards are coming, and we could just scoop some soup out right then. Because it would only take like 5 seconds to scoop some soup out. Like Mio can sneak around pretty good. And Mr. Javiel's good at making distractions, or he's good at cooking. He could talk to that guy about cooking. Or
Yeah.
Javier has a jar that you guys could use to scoop the soup.
Javiel's a jar.
Yeah.
So
we
do
could
we
do that.
do we decide, do we need the bowl or just the soup?
Well, I saw the bowl. It's pretty ornate and it's pretty cool looking.
But we probably don't. We can't steal the bowl without them knowing that we stole the bowl. There's only one bowl. So
Could we recreate the bowl? Altair, you're good at making things.
I'm not sure I'm good at that though. That part though. That's something that you got to make and you got to fire and you got to paint it. You know, it's a lot of work. It'd be really not something I can do in a day.
Don't they just want the soup though?
Yeah, they want the soup, but they said they'd like to have the bowl. But if we take the bowl, yeah, it's going to show up. They're going to be like,
Well,
"Hey, why'd they take my
Can
bowl?"
we do something that just looks like the bowl? It doesn't have to be a good representation, because once it's full, isn't it kind of
I like the
distinguishable?
jar. I like the jar, man.
Yeah,
If they want,
well-
they gave us bad instructions, man. And that's what the deal is. The man's always trying to give you instructions and get you down and catch you. That's how they get you, man. So like we got to fight the power. So let's just get some soup and give him a jar of soup.
Cody, are you trying to fight the power of your own house?
Well,
That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. It's the call's coming from inside the house, man.
Okay.
okay.
well, we could
Hey, Eric,
before
I
the
think-
noon.
Sorry?
sorry, I didn't. I'm gonna be quiet until.
Okay, I was going to say as before we go there, we could always start thinking too fast.
Oh man, I don't think you've ever done that, Altar.
My ADD.
He has a plus infinity to his intelligence. He thinks super fast.
We could always look to town, see if there happens to be. Since I already know what the bowl looks like, I could probably walk around the town, see if there's any vendors who make pottery or stuff, and see if there's anything close, and we might be able to change it out.
So when I was speaking to, oh God, my notes are all over the place. What was it
So
was
it's I-
and Eric, can you remind me of the woman whose name she mentioned?
Which name are you wanting?
It was
Sweet August
like
Rose.
what was it? August Rose?
Sweet August
Sweet-
Rose.
August
Yeah.
Road.
Got it. So, oh, thank you so much. When I was speaking to her, she seemed to have figured out that we are with the House of Flowers. And
Who's we? Who were you talking to?
me, I was talking to the priestess of the temple. And I know. So first we were just talking about animals. Awesome. And I told her all about all the really cool things we have around here. And then she started asking me some other things. And she said that if I know someone named Sweet August Rose, I should warn them that the Josazai sent Lady Frost after her. And then she also said that she did not want to have any of the House of in her temple or interfering with her temple. So if there's a way we can leave as little evidence of it here as possible, that would be really great.
That is the plan.
So, Altair, do you think you can maybe find a duplicate out there?
I'll give it a try, dude. I mean, excuse me, ma'am.
Can we maybe not steal the only bowl they have? I mean, the soup, there's plenty of soup, but
Oh no, we're
maybe
going
we
to try to
shouldn't steal-
replace it with a different bowl, so they don't notice it's stolen.
but it will still be stealing though.
Also, we don't have to figure out the bowl tonight. Soup tomorrow, and then we've got a couple more days before we're summoned back.
Well,
He's got a. Do you guys see where he stores the bowl?
Yep.
That's a good point. We can steal the bowl after.
That's what I think. If I can find another bowl, we can switch it out anytime before we need to leave. And it won't be
Fantastic.
till the next Wednesday, then it's gone. Maybe.
I mean, I know I often don't notice things, but it was just one bowl on a shelf in the back of the cave. Like, it's not hit. Like, they'll notice. But I'm not in charge. I don't even think we should try to. Getting the soup's hard enough, man. Let's just do the soup. You know what I like? Getting a job halfway done the right way is much better than getting a job all the way done the wrong way.
Wow.
So let's just do what we know we can do, man.
Well-
Another epiphany.
I don't know who that
I
is.
agree. I agree with Cody. Really, but we have to. Said how many for handling the soup back there?
What?
4?
I think it
What?
broke up a little bit, Meg.
Oh, sorry. How many people are supposed to be dealing with the soup?
There's the
during the
cook,
campaign?
and then 4 guards come and get it, and then that's it.
Are you guys going to be 2 of the guards? What's your plan?
I think we should.
We can be one of the guards, and I pull out a guard's uniform.
Oh my God! What?
I have a guard's uniform. You guys don't?
How did you?
All right, I thought maybe Mio could sneak up in the back, and Mr. Javiel and me and Altar could distract the cook for like 5 seconds, and Mio could dip into the cauldron and get the soup, and then sneak away.
I mean, I've got a lot of practice stuff. I used to do that all the time growing up.
And maybe Brahmi and Calatrix could be inside, and when they see the guards coming, they could give us a signal, so that way we know the soup's done right around then, and everything will be done. Be the perfect timing.
I'd like to see that baby dragon eat a soup.
And you could be inside, and you can see the baby dragon eating the soup. And me and Altar will stay in back because we're the men. Mio would disappear, and Mr. Javiel can probably go inside because he'll be Mrs. Javiel. Duran. Mrs. Duran. Man.
know that it's necessary, Mio, but if you like, I can offer some invisibility while you're there.
I mean, that'd be better than. I think we should have multiple opportunities to acquire the soup.
Should we all
I'm-
have jars? Just
I'm picturing 3 people invisible try to grab the soup at the same time
And smash
while
it.
the distractions happen.
We have Alter and Bodhi who are near the cauldron, and I mean, if we come up with three containers of soup, I mean, that's still success.
Oh no, I wouldn't call that a success because then they're going to notice. Well, there's, just a little bit. Just a jar full missing is just nothing. But if you do 3 jars, there's going to be a significant lowering.
How big
It
is the
might-
cauldron?
Yeah, I'm wondering how big the cauldron. Now I'm like, is it like a witch's cauldron?
I was
a
like, is it
giant?
like cooking
No,
human
it's-
style?
It's like 2 gallon.
Oh, I was picturing much bigger.
Well, to be
Okay.
fair, the drunk guy on the street definitely made it sound like you could feed all the homeless people with the soup that got spilled out.
That's what Eric made the other day. Last time we played, it was big enough to
We
feed
can't do
everybody.
3 jars because it would look weird.
And also, we don't actually need it. But having 3 opportunities to get it is fine. And as soon as one of us does, we're good.
Okay, so how do we get out? We have this.
Ideally, Mio walks away very quietly.
Will the jar just tuck into his?
I'll put it in the bag of
Uniform?
holding,
Oh, great.
which will also be invisible. So, if I go invisible,
How do we make sure the cook doesn't getting this?
I just gesture broadly at Bodhi.
Distracting him? Will there be 3 other? Should some?
You're really cutting out a bunch, Meg.
Oh, I'm sorry. Should
That's better.
should more of us be guards to come and get the soup?
I don't think anyone should be a
Guard.
guard, man.
Okay.
Because then we have to knock a guard out or take one. Like, let's not hurt anybody.
But Mio's going to be dressed as a guard.
Oh, Callie just said I could just be invisible, and that
Oh,
works a lot better.
then who should have the guard uniform?
Probably the
a
guards.
guard. Yeah.
Like the actual guards.
Just put
We'll
it
let
back in
them
the
wear
bag. I just put it back in the bag of holding.
Okay.
It was a really good snatch, though. Well done,
Really?
Mio.
You know what Callie always says? You never want to know what toys you might need.
It's good
Me
to
and
bring
Brody
up.
got our ninja outfits as I hold one up.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
can't
great.
wait to see you two in your little ninja pajamas.
Okay, so Javiel and I, do you think they'd let us into the temple to observe the ritual? Do you think they'd allow that? Or would that be
Well,
too suspicious?
I think that's a good idea because you obviously didn't steal the soup if you're standing in front of them.
I agree. And it makes sense that someone who is here to study is studying on one of their major ceremonies.
And you don't think she'd find that suspicious? She was very suspicious of me.
I think people are going to be suspicious or not, and that's on them.
Okay. Okay. Do you guys feel ready for tomorrow?
Not yet.
Always ready.
Oh,
No late night raves tonight.
I'm like, not. And right when she says that, I have some dancing lights just starting to go. Ew.
I also really assume the donkey's been listening to this whole plan too. Like, okay, now where am I in this?
I like that in here.
Here, donkey.
The
We're
donkey is pissed off currently at Bodhi for eating his corn.
Oh my god, that poor
I was
donkey.
sharing my corn with the donkey.
Oh, okay. That
The
should be
donkey
fine.
doesn't understand.
If you've ever offered a donkey corn, that corn is now the donkey's.
I never have, but I have given a mouse a cookie.
Giving a mouse a cookie, okay?
And you
Good.
should not take the cookie back. You should just leave it with the mouse.
I had a mouse try to bite me while I
No.
was at my keyboard.
What?
I was playing WoW, and there was a mouse got in the house. Actually, we had a couple in the house, and I was sitting there. And the next thing I know, I felt something bite me on the side of my finger, and I looked down, and the mouse was there right beside where my hand was. And as soon as he saw me looking at him,
Oh my
He tried to bite me.
god. I'm so shocked because I would have thought that the presence of like a bunch of huskies would be enough to make a mouse second guess
Nope.
itself.
No.
They don't care.
You saw them, they'd be dead. Oh, we had a mass problem.
All right.
So let's go back to the thing. Let's see here. Dance. Oh, I blow
So,
smoke in a donkey's face.
so Altair and Bodhi will go in first early to help with the cooking. With the cook, right? And then Mio will join them invisible. Will you be wearing the guard uniform just in case, Mio? So if you do become visible, you'll still look like a guard?
I mean, I suppose I could.
That might be for the best because, you know, their whole thing is about the sunlight exposing the truth and that kind of thing.
Or it's like
The
what I
priest-
think they're just using it to keep the dragon docile. I'm sure Calatrix could tell whether or not that's what's really happening if she was in there watching.
I could observe, but
I
I
can
think-
detect poison, so I might be able to tell.
once you get the suit back,
That's probably smart. I can definitely check it once we have it.
besides from what Miss Durant and I saw, that dragon is infantile and maybe not very bright. Probably it's better to have it sedated.
Yes, I don't quite believe in fracture.
All right. So, you guys want to take your long rest, or are there any other preparations you want to make before tomorrow?
I'm gonna go through mice.
Hey, Mio or Miss Javier, is there any way that you could maybe while you're there at the temple see if you can grab one of those sunfishes? And we could take it with us and then
Did we see any?
No one went fishing.
Because I was gonna say there's water on the outside and there's water in the middle too.
Yep.
I looked in there as a player, but I didn't see any fish in there because
Right.
That is
Unless you go fishing, you're not going to catch anything.
awesome.
That's kind of... Yeah. All right.
and during the week after we get the soup we can go fishing.
Just pull up a fish bowl. Hey guys.
Catch one of those fishes and take it back with us. And then we can check it out. You know? It's the thing to do. You gotta be animals are gotta be taken care of. Not like that though, you know?
All right. So, go ahead and take your long rest. Hit the long rest button. Get everything reset and recharged. Especially Mr. Javier, who, according to his health bar, is at half health.
Likes to live dangerously.
All right. The next day dawns. I assume that the ladies went back up to their rooms.
Yeah,
Yes.
we did not sleep in the
four of-
barn.
All four of you did not
Absolutely.
sleep in the barn?
Not sleeping in the barn.
I did wait until everybody went ahead, and then I tried to do the nightingale floor.
All right, can I get your stealth check, please?
What's the goal?
The goal is a 20.
Oh, well,
The
Creak,
floor
creak, creak,
creaks.
creak, creak,
about halfway across, I pretend that I'm not trying to do it. That's nope. Nope. I used to be able to run up walls.
Yep. That injuries really hurt you.
I could have shadow stepped from here to there.
Yep. All
I'm going to
right.
bed.
Cool. Everyone gets their long rest. Wake up in the morning. French toast is what's being served. Eggy toast, I guess, is what they would call it.
Yeah, let's go find some of that.
Cool. Is there anything you guys want to do at this point in the day before heading to the temple? Last minute preparations, etc.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a d4. I think.
Just for funsies.
No, it's my subclass feature. It's maybe it's not a d4. Sorry, it's a bardic inspiration dice.
Okay. Whenever that happens.
No, I was just reading it. It's not the dice itself. I'm expending the dice to roll a d12 is what I'm doing. God damn.
Okay.
8.
So you got an 8.
Which means that I have the tail of the phantom in my mind until I roll it again or something. Or until I
Okay.
use it.
Cool.
Ooh, actually,
The
this one's
tail
really
of the
good.
phantom. Yeah?
I
What's
don't
it
know
do?
what I don't know what the story is yet, but what it does is the target becomes invisible until the end of its next turn.
Nice.
A bit better than the teleport one I got last time.
Yeah. Depending on the situation.
That's true.
Awesome.
Teleporting actually worked out, but
All right. So, as you guys prep to go towards the temple, I assume that Mio gets dressed in his guard outfit.
Yep.
Altair and Bodhi dress up as their ninja jammies.
Yep, our ninja jammies.
Are we doing this closer
Okay.
to the temple, or are we walking through the streets dressed like?
I'm gonna do it when I get out of sight of anyone near the temple, so I'm inconspicuous.
Yeah, we might want
Okay.
to wait until we get to the where everybody else, all the males that are at the temple, and change their ninja foods.
Cool.
I'm going in disguise again as the slightly bored, a little bit tipsy chaperone that's trying really hard to make sure Brahmi comes home with homework.
Okay.
Got it. Eat those people. So,
So obnoxious.
yep. All right. So here we go. We put you guys back at the temple. Neo, you'll have taken up position right here.
Where did you put me?
Just in the middle of the bridge. You are one of the guards.
I think what's Callie gonna make me invisible?
How long does invisibility last?
I thought
It lasts for an hour.
Okay,
So
have
if
to
you
do
go
it.
on ahead, I'll slip up beside you at some point and we'll make it look smooth.
Okay.
Okay. So you'll be invisible when you choose to be so.
Here,
And honestly, I can't find you most of the time, so if you just come and like tap me,
there.
Like just hold my hand for a second, and I will make you invisible.
And I think Bodhi and Altair are already down there by the cook. Is that right?
We can put them down there. Sure.
That was the idea. They're going to go in first and get chummy with him, right?
Remain chummy with him.
Yeah,
Yeah, remain chummy. Get him real high.
He doesn't smoke. I asked him before, so but like we've been friendly. Maybe we can help.
Okay.
And so
Awesome.
Mio sneaks in at some point, not with us.
Right.
That's-
Just like 6 feet behind you.
I mean,
was there any bacon being made on the streets? Oh, corn! I grabbed some. That corn person still there?
Sure. Yeah.
I grab a couple extra and bring it to the cook.
All right. It's 1 silver each. How many would you like to buy?
it just is so sad because he can't taste any.
Just about 5.
Okay. 5. All right.
Yeah.
Spend 5 silver on 5 ears of corn.
He can't taste any of this good food.
Yeah, you can still taste
I
things.
don't
before you
know.
cut off. You still got some receptors back there.
Oh, in the very back.
Yeah.
Okay. That's something else.
So what time?
All right.
What time of day is it right now?
It's morning. We'll put you guys at 10 o'clock.
And
Gives you 2 hours to set up.
he makes the soup at what time?
Oh, it started last night.
Okay. And they just serve it at noon.
Correct.
It's too bad we couldn't watch him making it and learn the recipe.
Oh. Bodhi and Altair, you guys arrive, and he is currently stirring the soup. He has the special ceremonial bowl set off to the side with a large ladle on the counter next to the bowl. The ladle has enough space in it to fill the bowl with 1 scoop.
That's a lot of soup.
It is a lot of soup.
Is there going to be any soup left? Like enough for us to steal some?
Is Brahmi sending that to me via ESP?
Nope, just thinking out loud. That's all. I'm sorry.
Not out loud. Your chaperone is stopping you from having out loud thoughts.
Oh no, Brahmi's not saying anything out loud. Okay, just curious.
If it feels like it's close to noon, I'll tap Callie and get invised if no one can see us.
Okay.
Yeah. I was hoping to get down there more like 11 or 11. Like, I don't think I got 2
Sure.
hours of distraction.
Yeah, okay.
Like
So
in
you
me.
want to get down there with an hour to go.
we're
All
not-
right. Sure.
We can't take it right when he's serving it, right?
No, we gotta do it like right before,
Yeah.
so there's less people to see and all that other stuff.
So I'm gonna
So, like,
hide in the bush down here, Eric. Now that
Okay.
I'm invisible.
Sure.
All
Awesome.
right.
I am concentrating.
Cool.
Where's
Oh.
Mrs. Javiel? Where are they? Javiel and Brahmi, you guys are just inside watching the dragon?
Yeah, we want to see. Well, it'll be good for Brahmi to learn how the ceremony happens.
Yeah,
And
that.
Yeah.
we're also,
Yeah.
I was going to say, we're just a little bit interested in the dragon.
Because Javiel, you actually like this is like out of character. Like you're actually way into dragons or not?
I mean, you know, family's family. No strong.
Family's family.
All right.
This one
like,
is
you
a little
know,
bit of
I'm
an
not gonna-
asshole.
Like, you know, it's like, you know.
All right. Cool.
Is there a little bit of like bias? Is there a little bit of internal bias? This even, yeah. But you know.
You
I
know.
knew after the first, but now I'm thinking I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Like I was good for one, but three. All right.
Okay.
Okay,
It's like
Um,
a double
roll.
negative.
So yeah, just helping
Yeah.
out this guy, like, and Altair's doing the sign language, I guess, or sign language interpretation.
Yep.
And we're helping him out, like, hey man, can we help you like set bowls up or clean? This is pretty cool. Seeing like, and do you just like catch the fish right here, or what are they? Or do you catch them, or does someone else catch them?
He points at himself and over to the outer water of the temple, and that's where he catches them. And there's a fishing pole in the cave.
Okay. Ah, and do you just use like? Are they hard to catch, or how big are they when you catch them? And how many fish do you have to use for the soup?
He puts his fingers about 4 inches apart. Little tiny fish. And he gestures that he needs 30 fish to make the soup.
Oh, wow.
30 fish. Wow. That's a lot of fish. Can you let them grow bigger so you don't have to catch as many?
He sighs, no.
Are they hard to catch?
No. They're easy to catch.
What do you use?
He leans over and pulls out a corn cob. And there's a couple rows that have been removed.
Oh, the corn.
He's just
That's,
kernel corn.
yeah, man. Altair got some corn from me yesterday. From that, there's a guy downtown, like he's a frog, a battle toad. He's pretty crazy. Able to buy some corn from him. Is that
Pull
where
one
you
out,
get your corn?
Show it to him. Say, hey, dude, you want to have
He
some?
looks
corn?"
at you and he goes, "Thank you for the corn." And we'll take the corn and take a bite and go back to stirring the soup.
All right. Do you need any help
As he-
stirring?
He looks at you and goes, "No," but then he points to the back of the cave and a shelf, and there is a folded garment on that shelf.
Oh, do you need a special? Do you have to wear that special thing? And I go
He
back there,
nods.
and I'm 2.5 feet tall, so I just reach up and then I put my hand down. I'm like, yeah, Altar, do you want to come get this?
Sure, I'll go take a look at it.
Cool. It is a long robe with a hood and a cloak, and it has to be put on over the head.
That he puts on himself.
He puts on himself.
What,
You gonna bring it to him?
How much time until the soup is cooked?
5 minutes.
Till the guards? All right.
Yep.
I go, oh man,
you
you
can
gotta.
see them. You can see them coming down the way.
All right. I go, oh man, you gotta put this on. Here, let me help you. Altar, how about you help us put this on him? Let's help.
Try.
So we put it on and try to make a dog's breakfast of it, but not super obvious, but to give Mile like 6 seconds to
I'd
scoop
say
the
as soon as
soup
his
up.
head's covered, Miles coming out. Getting the scoop.
Can I get your sleight of hand checks combined between Altair and Bodhi?
Oh my god.
Be good.
Guidance.
I believe in you.
You say you needed? Sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand, please. Because basically what you guys are doing is a sleight of hand trick.
Just smashing his face.
That's right. I got it. Finish from that.
Yeah, that's not ever gonna work. I just use that, Eric.
The portent?
Yeah, and I use my 16 roll, and I get a +3, so I get a 19 total.
Nice.
Awesome.
I got a
So
20.
you guys got a total of 39. That's awesome.
He's
Good
blind.
job. He can't see anything. Mio, I do need a stealth check You need to roll less than a 39. Just, he can't. Yeah, he can't.
I got a
possibly see.
19.
Yeah, you're fine. So you get up there. You're able to scoop out, using the ladle, a bowl of soup. What container are you putting this in?
I have the jar from Javier, I'm assuming.
You're going to use the ladle to fill the jar. Awesome. Cool.
And I dry
Ladle,
off
ladle, ladle.
I dry off the ladle before I put it back too.
Damn.
Smart
All
man.
right. All
And then
right.
I
You
put
put
I screw the jar, put it in the bag of holding, and I'm gone.
Okay. I do need a history check from you.
Shit.
Just to put the ladle back exactly how you found it. Beat a 10. You're good. All right. So, you're able to nab a jar worth of the divine soup of Usil. The 4 monks come in with their spears and watch as the now ceremonially dressed chef takes the ladle, completely unsuspectingly, dips down into the cauldron, pours the ladle worth of soup into the bowl, holds the bowl in both hands, and kicks over the cauldron into the sunlight. He's then going to head away from there and walk over. And he's going to walk pretty fast here. And he's going to walk through here.
Oh,
And
I'm
he
gonna
comes-
follow him. We can't just hang out in the kitchen. Hey, man, come on, Altair.
Let's go.
I love these two together.
And he will come across the bridge here.
Oh, so he's gonna watch the dragon eat.
Yeah, I don't know about
And-
that area.
Oh yeah, I'm a man. Oh, I'm in a ninja suit though, so I'll
That's
I'll
right.
go right there.
Yep. He walks up to the priestess, hands the bowl to the priestess, and the priestess walks on the water's surface
Oh man.
across.
Can you do that?
Me? Yeah.
And she puts the
Insight
bowl of
check.
soup in front of the inside check. Please roll deception, please, Brahmi.
Yeah, there's something about being inside a church that makes Meg just want to lie.
Lie in a church.
Controllable lying. I don't know. What's wrong with me? Actually, I think it's a part of her divine nature. Or
To
chosen-
What,
lie?
lying?
Because
Not lying.
because the nature gods demand lying. Right.
Not all of them. Just a few.
Some.
Just some points of the triangle
Oh,
do in
wait.
fact like to lie.
Hang on. Actually, I have to retract that statement because I can't do that until 5th level.
Are you
Which
talking
is
about walk on water or
lovely.
lying?
It's walk on water. Water walk is not until next level. I apologize.
So
Okay.
you
So
can't
she
do that.
thought she could.
Not yet, but I almost can.
You're practicing and you're
She can crawl on water.
I'm getting there.
She can get wet in a pool. Yes.
doggy paddle, got it.
I
Yep.
I can swim.
She
Like,
Oh,
puts
no,
the
no,
bowl
we know
down.
you can swim.
She puts the bowl down in front of the dragon and in front of the statue. And she takes a step back just as the noonday sun shines down on the top of the statue. The statue's eyes light up with golden light and light up the dragon. Dragon glows like the sun. It's nearly impossible to look at
Whoa.
as everyone shields their eyes.
Yes.
We don't even try to look at it. We just do a full bow. Turn our eyes away.
Cool.
And
You
make sure
guys will
Brahmi
not
does too.
see.
Oh yes.
You guys will not see what the camera sees, which is
No.
the dragon drinking the soup.
No, Bodhi's staring right into the sun, man. Like,
Okay.
Not even trying to blink.
Awesome. Bodhi, you'll watch the dragon drink the soup. The dragon shines even brighter for a moment, and after a minute, the sun is no longer shining down on the statue, the light fades, and Bodhi is blind for the next hour.
Yep. It's like, "Ah!" Whoa. Yeah.
Bodhi, why?
Well, what's that old proverb about not?
The cook is going to walk away, and as he does so, he bows to Altair and to the Bodhi who can't see him.
Yeah, Bodhi does
And-
not bow back.
He does not bow back. And as you guys have seen the ceremony of regeneration, that's where we're going to end for today. As you guys can head back into the city and figure out what you want to do for the next several days in Asatoro until it's time to go back, or do you want to send a message back? We'll find out next week when we
Please don't let me
revisit
forget to
the
send a
Awesome
message.
Blossoms.
I still have to. I've meant to send a message about Sweet August Rose, and I didn't.
Okay. Well, we'll
So I
figure
have
that out next week.